Hi guys, we're
Hola.
back. Of course you're going to do it in fucking Spanish. Welcome back to the Chronicles of Podcast, the 82nd edition. And Jamie, I believe these chronicles today, with a light shower, gustily breeze from the east, is the Chronicles of Jamie Arthur.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely amazing. We're looking forward to this one. Hit it!
Hey, honey bunny, it's Rivka Reyes.
This is Ron Wasserman, the nut that wrote Go-Go Power Rangers.
It's Boba Fett here.
This is Molly Rennick from Living Dead Girl.
It's WWE superstar, legend, Davey Boy Smith's daughter, Georgia Smith.
My name is Jamie Arthur. This is Chronicles of Jamie Arthur. Hope you get good insight into who I am and what I do. Former Commonwealth Games gold medalist, 9 times Welsh champion, Commonwealth professional champion, 3 times British title challenger, and just an overall funny, nice guy. So, have a great time, guys. Love you.
Potatoes are equally unique and no one cares.
And they're off, and you see Peter's in front, Peter's gone, and they've disappeared.
I've decided the whole hand washing process is wrong and we need to start doing trouser shuffles across the bathroom. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 82nd edition of the Chronicles of Podcast. And these are the Chronicles of Jamie Arthur. It is I, the bearded Brummie, and joining me, as always, is this handsome bugger right here I've missed so very much.
If you hadn't realised 82 editions in, his name's Jamie. So just to let everyone know. He called himself the bearded Brummie, but didn't actually specify what his name was. So I just thought I'd put that out there for everybody. We've got Jamie on the show who hosts every single week along with myself. And Jamie is also the guest this week as well. It's Scotsman Tom. What's going on, guys? So I'll give you a little breakdown there for absolutely no reasons whatsoever. I have missed you too, sir. It's been weird. It's been very weird being behind this microphone for the past couple of weeks. We've obviously missed all of you as well. We've missed all of you listeners and all of our fans out there. So thank you so much to all of you that have come back and gone, oh, the boys are back. Good. Excellent. We have got a fucking doozy for you this week, boys and girls. Don't you worry about that. This is an interview with Jamie Arthur is nothing short of inspirational. But Jamie, me and Keris went for a walk. This is when the sun was like come out of nowhere on a Saturday a couple of weekends ago. And we were walking towards Cardiff Castle, and there were 2 kids that started to walk around us and started to walk off. All I heard was the talker's mate goes, "Man's walks bare fast, isn't it?" And I just went,
"What?"
Yeah, he just turned his mate, went, "Man's walks bare fast." You get me? It's almost like he was like challenging him to walk faster. Did you ever do that as a kid? Did you ever try and walk faster? And when people try to walk fast, you're like, "You can't run. You're not allowed to run."
I mean, I vaguely remember doing that when I was a kid, but I don't remember ever saying "man's walks bare fast" in it.
Oh, so, you get me, is what he said. But yeah.
Yeah, you get me. Oh, fuck. Oh, go away, you.
So funny.
Was it in a Welsh accent at least? Because a Welsh chav sounds great in my head.
Well, all I heard, it was just whispered. He didn't really talk very loudly. So it just was like, "Man's walks bare fast, you get me."
Man's walks very fast, you get me. Oh. See, in a Welsh accent, sounds great.
I can't do it in a Welsh. I'm just going to enjoy some frothy coffee. It won't be a second.
Oh, frothy coffee. Yeah, sorry we're late today. We had to wait for his milk to froth.
Well, what can I say? The machine does everything, boys and girls. But in reference to people walking quickly, the Welsh Marathon was on this week in Newport. They'd shut down like the whole of Newport for the Welsh Marathon. And there were people commentating. But the commentators are obviously static in one area, whereas the marathon runners are gone. So what does it sound like? And they're off, and you see Peter's in front, Peter's gone, and they've disappeared. I don't know what else to tell you because I can't see a thing. They've gone. They're running. That's all I know. Someone's maybe stopped for a water break somewhere. Maybe someone's stopped for a piss. I'm not entirely sure, but they're running. And I don't see when they come out to the finish line. Oh, here we go. And then George is coming to the front. Because obviously for the London Marathon TV, they can see the whole thing. It's filmed. Yeah. So they get it.
That's a really good...
Elsewhere, people are just like, and they're off. And they're running. What a wonderful pace this marathon's going at. And as soon as they disappear, they're like, brilliant. Well, I now can't see anything. So There's a little girl on the teacups down here at the fairground. Coffee's a pound.
I sort of feel like the commentator should run with them. I came in, and then the winner is me, actually. Hey!
I imagine the commentator fucking running with them while commentating. By the end, like... John's in the background. John's collapsed. Someone get an ambulance. Need ambulance.
Someone just tell us who won, please.
I have never in my life ever thought, do you know what I really want to do? Run for 26 miles. Like, oh my God, I've never wanted anything more in my life than to run 26 miles around a city.
I've also never thought to myself, do you know what I really want to watch today? People run 26 miles around a city. No.
Yeah, because the marathon's this Sunday. The London Marathon's this Sunday because some of the guys out trying to get delegates at work are running it because they've been like on LinkedIn being like, oh, I'm running the marathon for this charity. Woo! And they've been like, yeah, well, I'm seriously, I hope they raise fucking loads of money because there's some charities out there that fucking deserve it. And I think fair play to those people that are running that marathon. I mean, but you wouldn't catch me fucking dead.
Nope. No, man.
I mean,
just a thought. Wasn't there like controversy a couple of years ago from someone in the London Marathon stopping at the side of the road to have a piss? I don't know why. It's just a memory. It's just
I vaguely remember that too.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, random memory.
But the thing is, well, I've got so much stuff on here, man. Like, because you've been away for 2 weeks, I've got so much shit. But the last thing I want to bring up before we all find out how La España was, do you remember really randomly when people just planked on things?
They planked on things?
Well, they just go and walk up to a bench and then they just lie as flat as they could over the top of the bench and plank on it.
Yes, I vaguely remember this. Yes, I vaguely
Or bins, or just people would take the most randomest photos on the most randomest things being planked on. Remember that was a fad back in the day?
So fucking weird.
And then they made it into a gym exercise.
The most evil gym exercise. Like,
there's a woman. A woman broke the world record for the longest plank ever this week.
Did she?
4 hours.
4 hours in a plank?
Over 4 hours. And I think it was about 30 odd minutes. Fair fucking play. I salute you. That is incredible.
I mean, I know 30 seconds feels like 4 hours, but actually doing it for 4 hours? No, thank you, love.
Do you know what I think her day job is?
Lying very still.
Human statue.
Yes.
She got bored being a human statue being stood there for so long.
That's how you mix up the market of the human statue. The human plank. Mix it up. Paint yourself brown and just lie in a plank position.
Absolutely crazy. That fair play to her, though. Over 4 hours is insane doing that.
Fair play.
So,
before we move on, though, sir, I have also been thinking about something this week. I know you're going to pull a face.
Oh, it's not one of these again, is it?
I've been thinking about poo again.
Oh, for fuck's sake, okay.
I think we're doing it wrong. The whole process. We're doing it wrong. Because I was thinking about this. So, when you sit down, you do your business, you get up, you pull your trousers and your pants up, you walk close to the sink, you wash your hands, leave the room, right? I missed out flush toilet, that's in there too. That's a standard procedure, right?
Right. I mean, I'm kind of worried where you're going with this, to be quite honest.
But is that the standard procedure? Please, am I right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they say you wash your hands before you touch anything else because your hands are dirty, because, poo particles and all that jazz. You're pulling up your trousers and your pants first. So surely you're getting pooticles all over your waistband and your button and your zip. So surely shouldn't you do a shimmy across the room, wash your hands, flush, wash your hands, and then pull up afterwards?
No.
But then you're getting pooticles on your trousers.
But why are you keeping that around that area? Why are they not around your ankles?
Yeah, but I mean, when you pull up, you got to pull them up.
Yeah.
So you've got pooticles on your hands when you pull them up.
I mean, I'm a wet wiper, so I don't give a shit. So I'm cleansed, I'm clean regardless. I'm aloe vera'd.
But I've decided the whole hand washing process is wrong and we need to start doing trouser shuffles across the bathroom, okay?
Okay, so I really hope that nobody gets knocked out or hurts themselves during Jamie's random fucking idea of let's just weirdly shuffle in the bathroom for some reason.
It's gonna make public bathrooms really fucking difficult. Just everyone shuffling out of cubicles to go wash hands in McDonald's.
Especially if they're fucking humming and swinging. Jesus Christ, they're going to take some people on the way by. Oh, there might be some actor spray. Oh, was that Febreze? No, sorry, it's piss bit. Sorry about that.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it's cock on shoulder.
Oh, not again. It's happened at hospital for some reason. Fucking cock on shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd be honest, I can't see it catching on. Maybe if you want to start it yourself and do it, if you're that worried about pooticles on your waistband, my friend, then you carry on. But,
I'm just saying, it was a random bathroom thought, and I think it makes sense.
We have a really wholesome interview, and you brought up fucking shit within the first 10 minutes.
Welcome back! Hope you've missed me!
We're trying to further this show when Jamie Westwood just keeps dragging us back.
Yeah, we're talking about ducks with corkscrew dicks 2 weeks ago. You leave me out of this.
Yeah, okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah. I decided recently we're trying to... Come on then, Jamie. I know you're dying to tell the world. How was Spain?
Spain was beautiful. What amazing weather. Like 30-degree heat pretty much every day. Like it was glorious, glorious weather. Getting off the plane back when we come home to Birmingham to rain was bullshit. I was not a fan of that. But no, it was absolutely beautiful. I haven't been on an airplane in 7 or 8 years, and I forgot just how fucking much I hate flying. It is horrible. I don't know if
why do you hate it so much?
I hate takeoff. It just feels weird and horrible.
Oh, I love it.
I don't like it at all. And I don't know what it is, but every time the plane like remotely moves, I'm like, that's it, we're dead. We're going to crash now. We're out of here. Goodbye, everybody. I hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it. I'm the most paranoid, nervous flyer ever. But landing, I'm okay with though. And plus, my ears kill me. My ears pop and go weird about 700 times in a flight.
Yeah, make yourself yawn or suck a cock or a sweet or something.
That's what I didn't do. I didn't suck a cock on the flight. I knew I missed something. Shit.
It really helps. It really, I mean, the guy next to me was not happy, but I was...
his ears were popping. He was waiting for you to finish. No. But no, I didn't mind landing so much, apart from the as the wheels hit the floor. But yeah, I was fine on the way home because I think I'd gone through it once and I was used to it. But no, the way there, I absolutely fucking hated it. And it's nice to see it seems to be a Westwood thing because my dad is the exact same. He's got like the most thickest noise cancelling headphones. He's like, I don't want to know anything. Don't want to know anything.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, pilots are they're trained for these situations. For turbulence is completely normal. So if the plane moves in the air, that's just completely normal. You would have hated the flight back from New York with me and Keris, and Jesus, it was the winds were awful, like awful on the way out. So he said, the pilot was like, on the way out, it's going to be quite bad because the winds are like heavy. And I was like, oh, awesome. To be fair, right, it didn't really bother. I was expecting like to go, we did like do a bit of that, the bit of this and that sort of thing. And I was like, Jesus Christ. But I could put movies on the chair in front of me, so I'll just chill. It's fine.
I suppose it's not too bad if you can do that. But no, it was all right. I got used to it. It was quite nice going over the French Alps. That was beautiful to see. I was like, oh, look at you, snowy mountains. I like this. But no, Spain was beautiful. It was Easter, obviously, over the time we went over there. So the Spanish are very religious. So we went to some really nice like Easter parades. We went to like 3 of them.
Wow, that's so cool.
And it was really cool. Like carrying these giant floats covered in flowers and statues of Jesus, obviously, and like other religious characters covered in flowers. And I mean, when I say carrying, there was, let me do quick math, about 24 people carrying these. They were massive. And they fair play to them, they weren't on wheels, they were on their shoulders carrying them. They're literally walking for about 2 minutes and then stop, rest, because they are that heavy. But it's amazing. The whole village was involved. Like, there was quite a few people watching, but when you think about how many people live in this village, the majority of them were in this parade, like religious robes on, giving sweets out to all the kids. After the first day, because we went to 2 on the Good Friday, we actually counted them. We got back. Olivia came back with 102 sweets because they literally just walked down to putting sweets in bags for kids. It was awesome to see. She was like, "Why is there no chocolate?" I was like, 30-degree heat, kid. You don't want chocolate. It's gonna melt. But no, we had a great time. We went to Alicante, we went up to Castello della Santa Barbara, which is like a giant castle on a hill. I kept singing Ed Sheeran on the way up to it. But what was really weird as well is you can tell the difference between the English and the Spanish, because we paid €3 to go to this castle, and that was to use the lift. It was to basically pay for the maintenance of the lift. It was no charge to get into the castle. Whereas you go here, I'll have £20 to go with the castle, and I'd also like £10 to help with the upkeep of the castle, please. Fucking, yeah. Bloody English.
I the Tory party.
Yes, bloody English. Yeah, we did that. It was beautiful. We went to Torrevieja. I think that's how you spell it. Pronounce it, rather. We visited the Salt Plains, which is they sometimes have flamingos there. They didn't have flamingos. I was quite gutted because we all know I love a flamingo. But there was no flamingos there. I was a little bit sad. Even my dad was like, I'm sorry, son. I was hoping we could get to see a flamingo for you. So, yes, you apologise to your 36-year-old son that he couldn't see flamingos.
I bet those flamingos, as the joke I made a couple of weeks back, just went, we better flamingo. Right. But obviously it'd be more Spanish, wouldn't it? So it'd be like, hey, gringo, we better flamingo. The Westwoods are coming. On the way, can we suffer some paella?
But these salt plains are amazing. All the rocks just build up of salt on them. In the background, you could see like giant mountains of salt. I was like, this is nuts. Like, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I was like, why am I fascinated by salt? This is weird. But it's awesome.
You're fascinated by everything. You love everything and are fascinated by everything. So I don't know why you're surprised.
I want to deny
Let's
it.
Be real.
I can't deny it.
Yeah.
I was going to like.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
We all know you now. We all know you. This is 82 editions in. Don't forget we did 50 editions of the Chronicles before and the superhero bar fight. So you're a bit screwed, my friend.
Yeah, I'm a child. It's fine. It's fine. But no, but other than that, we did a shit ton of walking. Like so much walking around, looking at just going window shopping, all that sort of stuff. Did a lot of sunbathing, burnt my shoulder, turned into a crispy rotisserie chicken. Wasn't good. Had a feeling I might need to go to the doctors, but luckily it's okay now. Did a lot of reading. I'd like 3/4 of a book. I've been reading Jurassic Park. Didn't realise how different the book was to the movie. Yeah. My dad's neighbour had a hot tub, so like most evenings, me and Becky were just chilling in there. Chilling in a hot tub, watching The Mandalorian might be my new favourite thing to ever do. Like, want to do that more often.
Yeah, that sounds unreal. I'm not watching Mandalorian, but yeah, the hot tub in Spain sounds insane. But then again, I know it's rhymed then. A hot tub in Spain sounds insane. That must have been fucking boiling.
We went on the night time, so it was lovely and cool outside. So it was just lovely to sit in there like 11 o'clock at night, just chilling in this hot tub. It was glorious. It was superb. But yeah, absolutely loved that. Went swimming one of the days. There was like a spa swimming pool around the corner from where we were staying. So it was like those are like bubbly jacuzzi areas and stuff like that. And then we can go swimming with Olivia. My dad's neighbour had a pool because 30 degrees sounds hot to us, but to Spain, it's not actually that hot. So the water was like 15, 16 degrees. It took me about 20 minutes to get to just above my knees. And then as soon as my bollocks hit the water, I was like, nope, this is not for me. I am not staying in here for very long. That was it. I got in there with that once. Fuck that. Way too cold. No. I don't know how people have cold showers and things like that. It is not for me. No.
You realise that if you just got in and got your shoulders under, you would be fine.
No. I did get my whole body in, apart from my head. No, I don't do cold water. No, not for me, thank you. But no, it was great. We also went to Murphy as well, which is like the local city centre. The first day we went, there was another parade, and it was so fucking packed. Like, there is nothing more anxiety riding than going on a packed tram with hundreds of fast-talking Spanish people. Like, my God, I have never heard a noise like it in my life. It's just like...
They talk really quick.
Like, it's crazy how fast they talk. My jaw would hurt. It's like being in a tram full of horse racing commentators. It was weird as fuck. So, but we literally were there for about 10 minutes. All the shops, well, more than that, walking around, but all the shops were closed because of this festival. We were like, fuck it, we'll go back the next day. So we got a Starbucks and went home. You couldn't do anything. It was so packed. But it's great. What I did love, though, is they're so community driven. Like, everyone just gets along. It's beautiful out there in that sense. Like, you come here and like, you're right, mate, fuck off. But there, everyone's so friendly. It was absolutely amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to go back. It was really nice. So yeah, it was lovely. Lovely.
Question for you then.
Go on then.
Did she do it? Did Olivia say Feliz Navidad?
She didn't say Feliz Navidad.
Of course she didn't.
She kept singing it as we were going around, but she didn't say it to anyone. But fair play, my dad got to go into a cafe because he took her to a cafe in one of the mornings and brought her an ice lolly for breakfast. But
what?
They kept saying as a joke, I thought, we'll get you an ice lolly for breakfast tomorrow because, it's holiday. And then she literally came back the following day after they went out. Daddy, I had an ice lolly for breakfast. And my dad was like, that was supposed to be our secret. But no, he took her to this cafe. And apparently she said, hola. She said, La Quinta.
Said what, sorry?
Hola.
I thought you said holla to begin with. Holla.
Holla. She said, hola. And she asked for La Quinta, which is the bill.
Yeah.
And she said, por favor, obviously. Thank you. And I believe she asked for...
Sorry, whoa.
What
por favor is thank you.
Isn't it?
Por favor is please. Gracias is thank you.
Gracias.
Jeez.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Which I did in fucking Home Bargains the other day because I got so used to it for being in Spain for 9 days. The cashier gave me my change, went, gracias. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Gracias.
Yeah, idiot. But yeah, she said that, and apparently she asked for a water as well. She said, agua. So yeah, she was doing it. She said a few things a couple of times, bless her. But no, she didn't sing Feliz Navidad to a random Spanish person. But next time, maybe. Next time.
You should get her on Duolingo.
I think I'm tempted to get myself on Duolingo properly for next time because I sort of gave up on it. So I might start again.
I've been flying, absolutely flying. Anyway, sorry.
Yes.
We're talking about you.
But that was my Spanish adventures. What have you been up to, my friend?
Not a fat lot, if I'm really honest. I used this time to relax, chill, because I knew that we had so much recording coming up, and I knew we had a lot coming up, and I knew we had a lot to do, and we had so much coming up. So many conversations that were needed. So many carrots being dangled for absolutely no reason when no one cares. That sort of thing. No, I'm just messing. I
do love a good conversation.
Everyone does. So yeah, not a whole hell of a lot, to be quite honest with you. I played a lot with Braden. We've had quite a few conversations. We've done a few interviews, which has been absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited for them to come out with another one coming this week. We are on it this week. It's nuts.
Yeah, we are.
I've been to Karis's mum's. I went to visit my own mum and saw my own family for Easter. That was really, really nice. Excuse me, sorry. So we did that. And then we had Easter Sunday at my mum's, and then Easter Monday at Karis's mum's. It was just really, really nice. That's literally what we've done, really, to be honest with you, my friend. Like, watching a lot of Daddy. That's been fucking great. We've started Rabbit Hole with Kiefer Sutherland. We're completely up to date with that. That's fucking insanely good. Well, I'm not joking. I think they took the cast of 24 and went, we'll have you, and we'll have you. So there's another one pops up, and I was like, why do I know him? He's a villain in one of the series. It's like all the villains. It's like, oh. Yeah, it's great. I really recommend. It's really good. You have to pay attention, though. You have to pay attention. You'll miss some stuff because Karis going, so why are they saying that? So why are they doing this? And I'm like, oh, if you stop looking at your phone. No, I'm joking. She's death stared me. Yeah, so Rabbit Hole is 100% absolutely watch it. If you've got Paramount Plus, get on that show. It's out every single Sunday. It's great. I think it's about to finish, actually. I don't know if it's a 6-episoder or an 8-episoder, but we just watched 5 and it sounded like it's going to an end, but we'll see. Other than that, man, not a whole lot. Rhiannon, obviously, doing a lot of Rhiannon. I mentioned the past couple of episodes that I was doing something in my personal life that I was obviously couldn't speak about at the time, but I'm now no longer doing that. So I am staying right where I am. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, dude, literally, I've got some stuff coming next week, but I literally took the time to chill. Like, I didn't even do any Razor's Edge stuff. I just relaxed and it was great.
Don't blame me. To be fair, it was nice. It was nice having. It was weird. It was nice having a break from doing any recording, but at the same time, I missed it so fucking much. Like I've been buzzing all day for this tonight. I've been like, come on! I've been so excited. I know. Oh God, I've missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too, you little fuck. But we just had an absolutely unbelievable meeting with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, and this is going to be a very big year. This is going to be a very big year, so we're really excited to get on that, to be working alongside them this year. Yeah, things just seem to be ticking over quite nicely. We've got some fucking huge interviews next week. It's just it seems like the train never stops. And I love it.
It's amazing. I just feel I missed off. I've watched a few things since I've come back as well. Took the kids to go see the new Super Mario Brothers movie. Fuck me, it's one of the best movies I've ever watched in my damn life. I was so excited for this film. I'm such a huge child. We know this. I've been so excited for this film. I think I enjoyed it more than the kids. And Jack Black, we all know the man's a hero, but that song, that Peaches song, is literally the best thing in the world.
See, I've not listened to it because I haven't seen the film yet, so I want to watch the film first before I indulge.
That's what I did. Yeah,
I've heard it's hit the top 100 in the US.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I reckon it could get up there with one of the biggest openings. Like, it's not far off hitting that top where like Avengers and Avatar and stuff are. It's getting close, and it's not even open in Japan yet, apparently.
I did have a little stroll on the old, I think it was either Instagram or TikTok yesterday, and discovered, and I know I'm very late to the party, so before people get on my ass, Adam and the Metal Hawks. And I saw a video where it's like, can we get Jack Black to duet with us? And he just goes like, and they start singing Kickapoo, and Jack Black does the whole like thing, and then just joins in, and it was just amazing. And that man can do no wrong. Did you see his Bowser suit at the opening of the movie?
Yes. He's amazing.
Jack Black is going to become the new David Attenborough.
Oh, could you imagine?
Like national treasure, but he's going to become the world's national treasure, not just the UK or US.
I like that.
So that's how I feel about him, because I don't actually know anybody in this entire world that doesn't like him.
It's not possible to dislike Jack Black. It is absolutely impossible to not like him. He's amazing.
I agree. But
no. And also, I was going to say also, 24, season 9, episode 9. I'm so close to the end. And by the way, why isn't Stephen Fry our Prime Minister?
Well, yeah, there is that.
Why isn't that a thing?
I'm trying to think where you are. Because there's some sick episodes up at that point.
Yeah, it's been really good. It's really good. I'm kind of gutted it's only half a season. But
yeah, it's amazing.
And at the end of the last episode, there was like one of those little plot twist bombs, and I was like, "Come on, I need to know what the fuck happens now. Come on!" Like the head of the CIA is involved in this, and we didn't know he was involved in this. Like, yeah, it's fucking good. I'm gutted at the same time because I've only got 3 episodes left now? 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 episodes left. Sorry, I can't believe I had to work that on my fingers. But no, I don't want it to end. I haven't even decided what I'm going to watch next yet, so it's going to be
24 again.
Probably, yeah. Just start again. Okay. Actually, no, I do know what I'm going to watch next, so I'll date that when we get there.
Rabbit Hole.
I do want to watch that. I need to get Paramount Plus. So yes, are we all caught up, sir?
No.
Oh no!
Before we do move on, it's time for story time with Tom.
Yes.
I brought a brand new story this week, which was all about the fake death of Craig Charles.
What?
So, are you ready for this?
I am now.
This was a bit of a Twitter war between, I think she's a politician, called Rosemary Nuffield and Helen Weatherhead. Rosemary Nuffield thought that Craig Charles had died. This is what ensued. Rosemary, R.I.P. Craig. My ex-husband shouted smeghead once at you in the street. You did not take too kindly to it, but still, I'm very sad that you've died. Absolute icon. Helen Weatherhead. I'm sitting right next to him, Rosemary. He's definitely still with us. Rosemary, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I can trust you on this. Just a stranger on the internet. I'll stick to what I know for now. Helen, at BBC Radio 6 link. He's live on air right now, so no need to worry. Rosemary. Doesn't really prove you're sitting next to him, in my opinion. Let's just agree to disagree. John gets involved. John, at Craig Charles Funk and Soul. Someone thinks you might have died, mate. You might want to let her know you're safe and well. Rosemary, very insensitive to do this so soon. Not sure the interns who run his account would know yet. Guess who then pipes up?
Please tell me it's Craig Charles.
Craig Charles.
Yes.
Rosemary, I'm here. I'm still alive. Can't you hear me? I'm alive. Help! Rosemary. Oh, thank Christ, Craig. I shall be having words with my sources. Also, it's spelled Rosmary. No E.
I'm amazed she didn't go, I don't trust this. This could be anyone using your Twitter account.
Absolutely incredible. I just stumbled across it and was like, oh, that's going in the show.
That's fucking amazing. I love how stupid people are.
And Jamie, that I believe we're all caught up, sir.
Oh, okay, brilliant. I suppose we should check in with Mr. Stay Cozy then, shouldn't we?
All right. Is this thing on? Well, howdy doody, everybody.
This is Braden Berry from Say We Can Fly, founder of Stay Cozy Clothing, your one-stop shop for the coziest, most fashionable hoodies, t-shirts, and more.
Gosh, Mickey. That's right, folks. And we're proud to say that we are now sponsoring the Chronicles of Podcast. Ouch. Hosted by Tom and Jamie.
Like, you can get 10% off, man! That's right, Shaggy! Just use the special code, The Chronicles, at checkout.
Oh, boys!
I'll say it again. I've said it once even, and I'll say it again. Completely fucked that up. Jesus Christ, I need to go to bed. Greatest advert ever.
Absolutely.
And Jamie...
Yes, sir.
He's been away for quite some time.
Oh.
And now he's back.
Yes.
It's time for Callum's Treachings.
Yes.
Do you want to know something? Callum will be able to tell you in Callum's Treachings.
It's cereal soup.
Ooh.
Callum is back once again to treach the nation, i.e. the world, I suppose. So, Jamie.
Yes.
What is Callum treaching us this week?
People love the uniqueness of snowflakes, but potatoes are equally unique and no one cares.
What? Are they? I suppose, of course they are.
Because they can do fucking everything, potatoes. You eat them in so many different ways. We talked about this a few weeks ago on the show, I swear.
We did.
Yeah. I suppose because snowflakes are so fucking intricate, and the fact that falls out the sky, do you know what I mean? Like no one actually handles that in any way, shape, or form. It just falls out of the sky, and everyone's like, "Fuck!"
The potatoes grow in the ground.
There's like some little old nanny up in the sky, like shit, knitting, quick, fucking hell, yes, God, all right. I'm going as fast as I can. All over the world, are you mental?
To be fair, potatoes are worshipped in so many ways. I feel like he's right. We are missing out on celebrating their uniqueness because every potato is beautiful.
I don't know why some sort of hymn came into my head, but I can't sing it because I don't know what I was on about, but it just came into my head. Like,
every potato's beautiful.
That sort of thing, yeah.
That's every sperm is sacred for Monty Python. That's not a hymn.
Oh, that's what
I don't know what that is.
If a sperm is wasted, God gets quite irate.
I fucking love potatoes.
They are amazing though. Baked potato, chips, French fries, crisps, fucking mashed potato.
I still want potato croquet since the last time we talked about potatoes on the show.
Croquets, waffles,
smiley faces. Just
brown sauce all over the place. You're winning. You're apart from obviously mash, you need gravy for that. Or baked potato. I like to put butter and chicken tikka sandwich filler in it.
Ooh, good shame.
Oh my god, Jamie! The way I make baked potato, I need to make you my jacket potatoes at some point. Have I made it for you before?
No.
Have I not?
I think so. Although
they take like over an hour.
I feel like a future audience participation needs to be your favourite jacket potato topping.
That's sound
a good conversation.
That's a good
conversation. Go in the notes.
Thanks, Callum. Thank you, mate.
Cheers. You're inspiring me.
But we shall move on, Jamie. What else is Callum Treachings this week?
Pooing your pants is something that's uniquely for the human species.
I mean, why is it? Why are we talking about uniqueness all of a sudden?
It's great, though.
Why, Callum? I need to know why.
I just love the fact that poo conversations have now happened twice.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, Jamie. There was one time I thought I was safe. I was at home. This is 2010. This is right before I went to Download Festival when I worked for for Sony and for Sanctum Hotels and did all those massive festivals. And I was at home and I was like, oh, I need to fart. Ooh. So, as you do, I just went, that's going to be great, this, and completely shit my pants. And I was like, that's the last time that happened. That's 2010. That's, 13 years ago?
It's good innings.
But it's one of those things where you go, what? Do you know what it's like? It completely took me by surprise. Because do you know what I mean? It was like fucking, I was like chucking grenades. What that's I did that. It was mental. Luckily, my friend Rick was with me at the time, and I'd run to the toilet and obviously gone, bollocks! I can't come back out in these because I only had my shorts. So I was like, mate, could you bring me some boxers and shorts, please? And he was like, why? I was like, can you just bring me to the toilet, please, if you don't mind? That'll be grand, thank you.
No further questions, Your Honour. Just bring me.
It was not pleasant. But yeah, why is it unique?
Because we're the only species on the planet that wears pants.
But cows shit their tails in the back of their legs, and sheep do.
Yeah, but it's not their pants. We're the only species that shit their pants. I suppose some people put monkeys in clothes, but I don't think that really counts.
I don't know why people put fucking animals in clothes. Grow up. It's got a fucking coat already. Why are you putting another one on? How about the dog's like, fucking hell, I'm boiling, Sharon. What are you doing to me? Can you fucking get this coat off? I've already got one on already and it's attached.
I love it. People are like, I brought him a coat because we shaved him. So now he's cold. Well, don't fucking shave him then. Not bad.
Yeah, the only animal I would, in my opinion, just from my perspective, that because I was about to say that I would allow, I don't run the world, is Sphinx cats.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll go with that. They don't have a choice in the matter. They're bald.
They're gorgeous cats, though. They feel just so, it's lush. They're just lovely.
I don't know.
Like a massive ball sack. Anyway,
I'd say they look like a ball bag. That's all I was
they look like a cat. The last time I checked, they weren't just two balls walking around. Like a scrotum sack. It's like a cat-shaped scrotum. Anyway, this is a weird comment. This is taking a weird turn. This treat really got me thinking rather than actually trying to make a joke out of it. And I was just a bit like, yeah,
really philosophical about shitting yourself.
I've really spoilt the fun there, boys and girls. Sorry about that. Let's hit the final one up and see what happens. And finally, Jamie, what is Callum Treachings this week?
It's common knowledge that two negatives create a positive. So it's a real shame that if a bad person meets another bad person, they don't create good people.
Oh, that's philosophical. Damn.
I can't make a joke out of that either. That's nuts.
He's very right, which basically means, people, don't be a dick. Don't be a bad person. Don't be a dick.
I don't get why people need to be like, kids are fucking horrific as well. Like kids at school and stuff. There's just no need for it. Kids are absolutely disgusting. I read a story recently that it was in the Wales Online. I think Wales Online is just full of bullshit anyway. Local news is terrible. But it was like, my son gets shit because I called him Thor. It's like, there's loads of kids called Thor and Loki now because of Marvel. It's like, oh no, but I did it for my Norwegian heritage. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. And it's like, oh, but my kid's going to get bullied. And it's like, well, why would I don't understand the world. kids will take the piss out of absolutely anything and everything they can because they're kids and it's what they do.
Yep.
So, don't be an asshole, obviously. Don't fucking encourage them to be pricks. But, I don't know. I suppose it's because obviously kids are like, when they're young, they're like real thick skinned, and then obviously that wears away loads as they turn to teenagers and stuff, and everything's fucking affecting them then. It's just the way you deal with that, I suppose. But there's just no need for people to be assholes in this world, really, to be honest with you, Jamie.
No, not at all. I suppose if two arseholes are coming together, then at least they're staying away from the positive people. Just go fuck off and hang out in a negative corner because we don't need you. Go away.
Yeah, go and play in a bush or something. We don't need you. But yeah, that's quite a nice way to end. Actually, I didn't want to. I don't want to like poke fun at it. Yeah, it's quite a nice. Thanks, Callum. You've got us really thinking this week, so thank you very much.
Uniqueness and assholes.
Yeah, your obsession with poo worries me sometimes, but there we are. Your massive obsession with iglooing, Jamie. I just don't get it.
Let's not talk about that. I'm still getting over the idea that that's a thing, okay?
I think that's mental. I'd rather go planking than iglooing.
I would rather do most things than iglooing. Thank you very much.
I'd rather do the ice bucket challenge again than do...
Oh, God, that was horrible.
Some of the trends that are out now, man, are mental.
I don't want to kink shame. Kink shaming's not good, but iglooing, you need to reflect on yourself. That's not normal. It's just not.
For those that are unaware, iglooing is where you have a shit, you freeze it, and then fuck yourself with it.
Yeah, very much. Or someone else. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a bit.
Isn't it into a condom or something like that?
I think so, yeah. Shit into a condom, yeah.
Into a condom, freeze it, and use it as a dildo. What a wonderful world we live in. That's a thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Jess. Really appreciate your insight there on the old TikTok there. Former guest Jess Wild, sexpert and shagging the aunt and stuff like that. So I really appreciate your input there for iglooing. Interesting. Your first ever 1 millionth watched video.
Yeah, and it has to be fucking iglooing. All the great advice this woman gives out, and it has to be iglooing that gets
anyway, Joe, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yes, please, let's. I don't want to talk about iglooing anymore.
Get to my absolutely bolstered segment. Time for Tom's Journal. And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. Jamie, I'm really sick of magical worlds with no technology. I want fairy-run coffee shops where you can get a latte with a shot of charisma because you've got a big presentation you're worried about, or witches working at Apple selling phones that automatically appear in your pocket if you've accidentally left it somewhere, or psychics running hair salons who always know how you want your hair to look, or aura reader therapists. I just really want normalized magic in modern society.
That is a fantastic idea. Why isn't that a thing? Why isn't there a movie or something on that? Because that could be amazing to watch for a kid's film.
Like a kid's film, yeah.
Yeah. Why isn't this a thing? I especially love the haircut one because I always find it really hard to describe to the barber what I want, even though it's probably really simple. I never know how to articulate myself. So if you could just go, yeah, be great.
Could you remind me what that feels like?
It's where you use scissors and not a Bic razor.
Okay. I don't use a Bic razor, but yeah, must be nice sitting. I lie. I go through my beard cut. So yeah, but yeah,
you keep your cap on when you go in, and they're like, "Do you want your head done?" And he's like, "Nope."
No, I actually take my hat off because obviously they have to get to
true.
Side. Yeah, I just take it all off, not all of it, and just be like, "Do what you will." Or the last guy I had, I was like, "Don't take too much off," and then he left my mustache. And I was like, "Are you not doing my mustache?" And I thought that came with it. Like, this was like really long, and it was like nice and short and clean. And I was like, "Who the fuck wants that?" Anyway, that's besides the point. Jamie, not to brag or anything, right? But I can forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Oh yeah.
So can I.
Why am I here?
I've done that so many times. I've walked into a room and forgotten why the fuck I've walked into said room. It's so many times.
It's always at the back of the house. You go way back downstairs, back into the kitchen where it's marked the first away, and you go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I've had, like, walked out of the bathroom, Becky shouted upstairs, could you grab this for me? And then I've just come down the stairs, and because I've forgotten within half a second what she just asked me to do. Because, yeah, I'm an idiot.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm forgetful.
This is a text conversation I found. So, when do you want to come over? How about 4:23? That's very specific. Any particular reason you want that time? Well, if you think about it, any time is a specific time. 4 o'clock is a specific time too. So it's no more specific than any other time.
That's a very good point. I like that. I'm going to start giving really random numbers times now.
Yeah, do it. Just fucking do it. We'd be at 9:49.
I'm going to email guests or like, what time do you want to be? 8:01 and 30 seconds, please.
Please do not do that.
I won't.
I will
Obviously, I'm not going to do that.
Murder you if you do that. Anyway.
I love that in the back of your mind, you're like, I don't trust him. He's going to do it.
I've got my eye on you. I personally think, Jamie, that Cinderella should have lived a happy life with all her animal friends rather than settling for a man who had to try a shoe on her because he didn't recognise her with that makeup on.
That's the problem with some of these early Disney movies. They're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They make no sense. Like the Little Mermaid, she got her voice taken from her so she doesn't talk. Write it the fuck down, Ariel, you moron.
Underwater?
I mean, when she's on land, when she's got legs, that's when she can't talk. You don't know. Don't know.
I don't know. I fucking don't know. I haven't got kids, mate.
Neve doesn't Keris watch Disney movies?
I mean, she tries, bless her. But obviously, with the TV hog around, it's kind of difficult. I need to watch AW. I've not watched AW. I need to watch WWE after, and then maybe Progress. It's going to take about 4 weeks, which means I'll have 4 weeks backed up, so you're fucked.
The TV's fine.
Things I have in common with an avocado. Are you ready for this?
Not what I expected you to say.
If I'm just on my own, I'm pretty bland. I swing drastically and unpredictably from too hard to too soft. I'm pleasant for only a very brief window of time. I'm often found with chips.
I expect that last one. That last one was so stupid, but really amused me.
I want to end this, but I don't want to end this one. This one's fucking amazing. But I'm going to give you a couple more after, then we'll crack on because, you know, but still, this is one of my favorite journal entries I've ever found in my life. Okay?
Okay.
I really hope I don't fuck it now. Picked up my son from karate. How was karate, son? It's really good. With a fuck all, you know, fuck all, son. For those of you that listen to this show, you need to buy the YouTube for just for that moment.
So fucking stupid.
I thought I was superb. Oh, well, I'm absolutely sweating now. That's so good. So good.
I wish one of my kids did karate now.
Because it on the thing it says karate chops to the throat. And then it says fuck all, you've learned fuck all, son.
No, but you do the actions of which works so much better.
Well, I can't just read that out, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was great. I really like that one.
I think you're really going to enjoy this one as well. Jamie, when Neil Armstrong was pondering what his first words on the lunar surface would be during the Apollo 11 landing, Command Module pilot Michael Collins jokingly suggested, "If you had any balls, Neil, you'd say, "Oh my God, what is that thing?" Scream, and then cut your microphone off.
Imagine if you did. Oh, he would be remembered forever if he'd done that. It's because wasn't it broadcast on like national TV as well?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so good.
That'd been amazing, wouldn't it? Rather than one small step for man.
Just a what the fuck is that?
Like push the camera over and like got the static covers. That was so fucking amazing.
Should have done it.
Changing your duvet cover. Remember, use your energy sparingly. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Make sure you stay hydrated and don't panic.
Is that a fitted sheet or a loose fitted sheet?
I didn't say. It says duvet cover, you melon.
Oh, I just took it as the whole bed situation.
The duvet cover. I hated the duvet cover. I've mastered the art of it now, but I used to hate doing it.
I always used to climb inside like as a fucking ghost. I was found that the easiest way, but I don't anymore. I like how anything I say now that is remotely stupid, I just get of course you did. It's not even a surprise anymore. Yeah, you did.
Yes, shame for you. That's how it is.
I don't know how if I should be insulted or not.
Never. It's who you are. It's who you are, my friend. Anyway, I'm going to end on this little conversation between the wife and a husband. Okay?
Okay.
Wife, did you just finish the ice cream? I was just at the store. I would have bought more if you told me. Husband, oh, weird. No, it must have been the kids. Wife, which one? The 2-year-old or the one who can't hold her head up yet? Husband, nothing. Wife, nothing. Husband, it was the 2-year. Wife, I'm going to bed.
That's the sort of shit I'd do. Of course it is.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And that was another edition of Tom's Journal.
Oh, what a fantastic journal. I have missed those. Oh.
The karate
I'm
one.
still giggling.
Neil Armstrong
That's
one.
why I'm giggling over the karate one still.
Well, whilst you're having a little giggle to yourself, Jamie, should we bring the piece in?
Oh, we definitely should bring that piece in.
The piece of resistance. Welcome to the Chronicles of Jamie Arthur.
The gold trunks and struck gold in the Commonwealth Games back in Manchester 2002. Yeah, it was actually a phenomenal performance by Jamie Arthur to take the gold.
Jamie Arthur is a former professional boxer who is now a professional boxing trainer. He represented Wales at the Commonwealth Games in 2002, winning the country's first gold in over 40 years. That is absolutely incredible. This is unlike any conversation we've ever had. We've not spoken to anyone like this in 80 plus episodes. So this is really unique for us and it's fantastic. It's superb.
I want to give a massive shout out to Carrie Jones for setting this one up for me. I work with her at the moment, so they happen to be neighbours. So lovingly set us up, which is great. This is an amazing conversation. Like it's really unique. Funness was on in terms of uniqueness. This episode, this edition, should I say? So yeah, you're going to enjoy this one. Enjoy the ride. It's massively inspirational, and Jamie's a one of a kind character, and I think you're all going to love it. So, Jamie,
yes, sir.
Any final words at all?
Just a massive thank you for James taking the time out and talking to us. This was so much fun. And as Tom said, it's really inspirational. I did want to say to the people watching this and listening to this, Jamie did have some connection issues. So there's a bit of freezing, there's a bit of lagging going on with his video and whatnot. I've done my best on the old editing to make it run smoothly. But just in case you're watching it and thinking, has my fucking YouTube froze? It hasn't. Okay, there's no problems on your end. But there we are.
Jamie, thank you for taking the time to sit and chat with my friends. We look forward to doing it again in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Interviewing this week, it's Jamie Arthur. Thanks for doing this, Jamie. I really appreciate it massively. Obviously, Kerry put us in touch. So she was like, do you want to speak to the Welsh Commonwealth gold medalist from 2002? I was like, you know what? Yes, I do.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah.
So all that really happens is my colleague, Jamie, here is going to do a quick introduction just to like lure you into a false sense of security, make you feel quite at home and comfortable. And then basically what we're going to do is absolutely bombard the living shit out of you with questions. How does that sound?
Fucking perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
That's what we're doing. Right, let's do my little introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we bring you a guest unlike anyone we've ever had on the show before. Today's guest is a former boxer who competed at Commonwealth Games in 2002, winning Wales its first gold in over 40 years. He has the best first name ever, and as weird as it sounds, is a Scotsman with the most Welsh accent you could ever hear. Everyone join me as we welcome you to the Chronicles of Jamie Arthur.
Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna pick a few bones just quickly, Jamie, because I also hail from Aberdeen, Scotland. I'm also from that town, but I have an English accent because my dad was in the RAF, and so I moved here. I lived in Germany for like 12 years, then came to England and that sort of crap. Yeah. And I'm in Wales. But why, being Scottish, do you fight for Wales? I'm just curious.
So yeah, my both parents are Welsh. They was born in Aberbargad. My dad worked on our oil rigs up in Aberdeen from, I believe, 1978. My parents moved up there so my dad could work on the oil rigs. Yeah, and then I was born in 1979. And then we moved back down from Scotland when I was 6 years old. My dad always used to say, if a dog's born in the barn, it doesn't necessarily make it a horse. Yeah, that was my dad's saying. I think that's a pretty cool thing, actually, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Like I said, we moved up there, so my dad worked on the oil rigs. Moved back down when I was 6, so back to our beloved Welsh homeland.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, because my parents are English, but I was born in Scotland, but I do it the other way around. Because I was born there, I class myself as Scottish, not English, because my parents.
Yeah.
Just
how long was you up there? How long was you up there?
A year, and then I went to Germany.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Dad was in the RAF, so we moved a lot.
What's on your passport?
Scotland, Scottish.
Okay, yeah. British, not mine, so yeah. But,
same thing. Yeah. No, fair enough. I was just wanted to clear the air before we got started. So
you have to a fellow Scotsman, yeah. Join the crew.
But how have the last few years been? Obviously, with the pandemic and everything. How was your pandemic season, shall we say?
Oh mate, I've had an absolute torrid couple of years. Yeah. On a personal scale, like I say, I've just been through a divorce, which dragged out for 2 years, cost me £105,000 in legal fees. My father died, medical cancer scares. So much happened in such a short period of time that over the 2 years, it just really gave us a bit of a battering, so really give me a different spin on life. So sometimes you take life a little bit for granted. Yeah. So when you're actually in a situation where shit really hits a fan, and then you've got to really dig deep to be able to get yourself into a position that you didn't really put yourself into. Sometimes, especially because I got an elderly mother now. She's 84 years old, and my father unfortunately passed away January the 1st, 2021. So it was just like a roller coaster. So many different things happening, and it just had like a bit of a snowball effect. So yeah, we had a tough 2 years just trying to get through everything. Obviously, the legal aspects of the divorce and what have you, and just get myself into a position where I could just get over the turmoil that was happening. So yeah, it's been quite chaotic, but we're here, we're surviving, we're smiling as I always am, and we're back kicking ass again.
That's amazing. I'm so sorry to hear that, though. That is horrendous. That's horrific.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, but as you're going to see with guys, as we go through this conversation, you're gonna find out different things that, like I said, nobody really knows or has been indulged with, and Yeah, it's just, let's say, unfortunately, with regards to people in conversations, people don't quite know what's beneath the surface of things, because like I say, we always get into a situation where everybody just assumes that everything's A-okay and life's good, but then when you actually indulge it and you see there's a lot more behind the actual facade, that what's going on, then you can actually see that everybody has our own struggles and we've all got a lot to get through. And that's why I got different sayings. As you'll hear throughout the conversation tonight, it's nice to be nice, because we never know what somebody's going on behind closed doors. Yeah.
Exactly that, my friend. But the most important thing is, as you said, you come out the other side of it, you're smiling, you're happy, you're still kicking ass. And that's the most important thing to take away from that. It's beautiful to hear, So that's beautiful to see. But take us back, sir. Take us back to the days when you were a young wee lad. What did young Master Arthur want to be when he's growing up? Was it always in the world of fight and stuff, or was it something, I don't know, train driver?
I know, yeah. Well, to be honest, right, well, as I just said, I was born in Scotland. I moved down from Scotland when I was 6 years old. I moved to a place called Cumbrae, so it was quite a rough area, plenty of drink, drugs, crime. My both parents, because like my mother was 40 when she had me, my dad was 46, so it was at the stage where they had to work all the time, because my dad worked in steelworks, so we were doing 18-hour shifts. My mum had 2 jobs as a cleaner in the morning, cleaner at night. And then I got my sister then, who was 6 years older than me, so pretty much in the evenings after school, she would be the one who would be my guardian. Yeah, and being like 6 years older than me, she was hanging around with not so great kids, if you like. And the whole reason why I started boxing is because my neighbours, I had one neighbour next door to me, the Applebee's, and I had another neighbour just across the grass from me, the Goffs, both big families, and probably 3 years older than me at the time, and just bullied me and gave me shit every day, and like I was short, Scottish, and I spoke like Raspy Nesbitt. Yeah, so as you can imagine, I'm quite an easy target for people. Yeah, so, and these guys who was big families, 4 brothers in one family, 5 brothers in the other family, and just horrible men. And like I say, from a young age, I was being tortured and picked on, called names. My football stolen, my bike stolen, just a target all the time. And fortunately enough, there was a boxing gym run by another gentleman who's unfortunately, God rest his soul, he's passed away now, Chris Manley. He lived just opposite me, and he was running the boxing gym, which is just up in the local woods just behind my school. And that's pretty much why I started boxing, just so I could try and defend myself against the bullies that was giving me shit. And I think from a young age, because I had learned how to defend myself, boxing was a way that I could only see that I was going to be, it was just something that I was sort of forced into. And because I wasn't very educational, because my, to build excel in anything else, boxing was probably about the only way of escape that I could use to be able to get ahead in life.
You started when you was it 9 when you started, I believe I read?
9. Yeah, 9 years old. I started at 9, and then I had my first fight on January the 17th, 1990, I believe. So I was literally, my birthday is December the 17th. So a month after, I had my first fight at 10 years old.
That's mad.
I've got videos of it. The fight lasted about 20 seconds against a boy called Robert Shepard from Chepstow. I got to be honest, when you look at it, like I said, big mop of ginger hair. Yeah, I didn't even reach the top ropes. I was absolutely tiny, and I just come out like a windmill. But like I said, when you've got that much, I've been picked on from such a young age all the time, that when I actually got to a situation where I got the chance to be able to let myself go and excel and try to achieve something, there was no stopping me. Yeah, so the worst thing in the world is actually coming out of the ring and losing. Yeah, because it's like I'd already been given shit all my life. Yeah, so the last thing I want to do is go in front of people, in these shows, there's probably 250, 300 people. Yeah, so to be able to lose in front of a social club of people that are drunk and cheering, and yeah, like I say, from a young age, I got to a stage where I didn't like losing.
I can imagine you always picture the bullies as well when you were fighting?
No, when you're fighting, obviously. It comes down to with the 2 seconds. Remind me tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no, when we're fighting, obviously. When you're fighting somebody, you're at the stage of where you've got to do is the way I look at fighting even now. It's more of a game. It's not emotion. I'm not emotionally looking at somebody and I'm trying to hurt that person. Like I can box now. I'm 43 years old. I can box now. Look at somebody's feet and hit them in the head because I don't want to see the reaction on their face when I punch them. So when I was fighting, it was always just a case of just trying to hit them more times than they hit me. Yeah. And that's the name of the game. Yeah. Like I say, there's no animosity, there's no horribleness about it. It is just a case of just getting in there and just winning at all costs.
So how long were you doing it before you went, I actually want to do something with this? I'd like to dedicate my life to this craft and this sport. How long were you doing it before that sort of moment hit you?
How old are you now, Jane?
I'm 36 now.
Oh, it's at somebody getting into it at 36, yeah, probably a wrong sport to do because now boxing is the most unnatural thing in the world, right? Our natural reaction and instinct is when we're being attacked or hit is to retreat. Okay, because I was doing it at such a young age, I've gone past that retreating stage so I can learn how to act in the moment. Yeah, boxing's an amazing way for yourself to be able to just get fit, learn how to box, enjoy the aspects of it. But I wouldn't say take it too seriously because at 36, it's a little bit too late to start. I probably started when I was probably in the gym around about 6 months before I had my first fight. Yeah, so that gave me, like I say, enough time to be able to just learn and be able to get in there and windmill shots as a 10-year-old against another little kid. Yeah, because that's pretty much all it is when you first start. And when you see a lot of these white-collar fights, a lot of these gentlemen get into the ring and, like, they haven't been trained correctly, but all they try to do is just get in there and just throw lots of shots. And that's pretty much the same aspect. So, yeah, about 6 months. But as a kid, slightly different to an older gentleman.
You were a decent footballer growing up, I read. You played for Wales at schoolboy level.
I did, my friend. Yes, I actually went to America playing football.
Did you? I
did, yeah. I did. So, yeah, I went to Field Comprehensive School. And when I was 14, so I believe 2004, I believe. Yeah. Basically, we won the Welsh Cup. We won a couple of big tournaments in English League as well. So we got the opportunity to go and represent Wales out in America. So it was like a mini World Cup. But even though in our country, we was pretty shit hot, right? When we got out to America, obviously you're talking about the Argentinians and Mexicans, even the American girls, they were special. They were special, man. So like I say, it was just a totally different level to the level that we was playing at and winning at. Yeah, but I've got to be absolutely honest. The reason why I was quite good at football, because I played centre midfield, is because I was so fit and tenacious that I was willing to get into everybody, and I had the fitness to be able to, defend and attack. So I was never a scorer, but I was always someone I would be like Roy Keane, I suppose, that sort of thing, where I was just an aggressive little bastard. Yeah. So that's that. So, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed football. And it came to the stage that I had to make a choice between football and boxing because training was on the same night. And my training night for boxing was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 o'clock for all my life. Yeah. So, and then on the weekends, then I'd be going to the competitions where it'd be Friday night and the Saturday night as well. So when I was playing football on the Saturday day, and if I got an injury, or if I got a bump, or if I was just tired, then I couldn't perform in boxing in the evening. Yeah, so my trainer, Chris Manley, asked me to make the decision. So what do you want to do? Do you want to box or do you want to play football? Sometimes I wish I'd played football because I would have earned a shitload of cash. But, I chose boxing. And to be honest, I've done okay. I won 9 Welsh titles, Commonwealth Games gold medal, Commonwealth professional title, Welsh professional title, and I boxed for the British title 3 times. So from a short little ginger kid from Scotland, living in Wales, that started just because he was getting bullied, that's not a bad achievement, really.
No, not at all.
Not at all, my friend.
Hell of a story to tell. Obviously, which is why we're here. So
yeah, I appreciate the time, man. Like I say, it's good to be able to get the story out to people. Because, like I say, a lot of people don't understand how people either get into boxing or the story behind how people get to where they are. Because, like I say, it's there's always a deep story to every person.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously you were selected to represent, like as we've mentioned, Wales in the Commonwealth Games in 2002 in Manchester. How did that actually happen? How did that actually come about?
Yeah, it's quite a mad story, actually. I won't go into why. Basically, as I said earlier, I was in I grew up in quite a rough area in Cumberland. So from a young age, there was drink, drugs, crime. And in 2000, I think it was 2000, I got sent to prison. Okay, so I did, yeah. So while I was in prison, I had an affirmation. This is going to sound crazy. I had an affirmation that I was going to win a Commonwealth Games gold medal. This sounds crazy, but it's exactly as it was. And I had a dream that I was going to win Commonwealth Games gold medal. So I wasn't in the Welsh boxing team. Like I said, I wasn't selected to go to the Commonwealth Games or any part of Welsh boxing at the time, because, like I said, I'd gone through a stage where I just had my boy. I was in and out of trouble a lot. I got sent to prison. While I was there at the affirmation in prison, I was telling everybody I'm going to win Commonwealth Games gold medal, and obviously, as you can imagine, people was just like, "What the fuck? Yeah, how can this happen?" Quite crazy, but I don't know. It's just something that just spurred me on. There was another gentleman in there at the time called Jason Cook. He was in the press squad with me as well. And Jason Cook, I got out on December the 19th, 2021. He got it a little bit before me. I won the Commonwealth Games gold medal in May the 5th, I believe. On May the 6th, he went over to Italy and knocked out the Italian champion and won the European title as well. So myself, with regards to me in prison, come out, won a Commonwealth Games gold medal, and the first one since Howard Winston in 1958. And then Jason come out, sorry, gents, and he came out and he went and won the European title as well. So yeah, pretty much, like I say, while I was in prison, I had an affirmation I was going to win it, told everybody I was going to win it. When I come out of prison, December the 19th, Welsh Championships were on in January, because that's what you had to do. You had to go to the Welsh Championships and win the Welsh title in order to be even selected to go to the Commonwealth Games. Okay, so I had my first fight in the prelims in January with a tag on my leg. Okay, because it was a Saturday afternoon. So I got drawn against the reigning I think it was 4-year Welsh champion, Jamie Evans. He was the one that was always selected, and he was going to go to Commonwealth Games. So I had my first fight against him in January with my tag on my leg, beat him, and then went on to win 3 other fights then to win the Welsh title. So I was the 2002 Welsh boxing champion. Then got selected to then represent Wales at the Commonwealth Games. Yeah, so the affirmation while I was in prison to that I was going to come out and win a Commonwealth Games gold medal, that was the start of it. Yeah, got selected to go to the British Championships, went over to Ireland, lost in the first round against a Scottish boy called Mark Hasty, and he'll come up in a little while when we go on to the Commonwealth Games. Yeah, so like I said, I became Welsh champion, got selected to go to the Commonwealth Games, then went over to the British Championships, only won a bronze medal, and then that's how the quest for the Commonwealth Games started, was by that affirmation in prison. And yeah, that's what made my journey for Commonwealth Games gold medalist. As mad as that sounds.
Nuts.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, while I was in prison, there was a boy called Brendan Hurd, and me and Brendan, because Jason could go outside running around because he was a professional boxer at the time, and I was an amateur. Jason could go outside the prison running with the guards, where I couldn't. Basically, while I was in prison, my pad work or training for any sort of competition or anything, I would have socks on. This is going to sound crazy again. I'd have socks on my hands, right? Brendan would wear slippers on his hands as pads. That's how we do our combinations now, boxing. Yeah, so that's the training that I was having while I was in Nick. Yeah.
That's insane. If only the people at the Commonwealth knew that beforehand. They're like, he's training to do this how? Sorry, what?
Yeah, and that's it. Like I say, nobody expected me to go there and do anything. It was only because the Commonwealth Games was in Manchester. That's the reason why they sent a full squad to represent Wales. If the Commonwealth Games was in Kuala Lumpur or anywhere else, then they would have only sent 3 or 4 guys, as they normally do, to go to the games. I would never have been selected.
That's insane.
Mad, isn't it?
That is nuts.
Yeah.
It clearly was destiny, my friend. It clearly was destiny.
Yeah, my friend, I had 100%. Like I say, it was just, and I know I said it was a premonition. I had that dream, and it was just a case of, we just made it happen. Everything I just believed, and I told everybody, and I believed in what I'd dreamt of, and I felt that passionate about it. And while I was in, I just told everybody. And then when I won the gold in the Commonwealth Games, so going on to the Commonwealth Games, and so basically, so I came out of prison, trained to win the Welsh, got selected to the Commonwealth Games. Then we had an opportunity to go Aldershot to be able to do our training as a Welsh squad to go to the Commonwealth Games. My local councillor, so I at this time, I had a partner, I had a son, I had bills to pay. So obviously that endures cost. And I was representing our country to go to the Commonwealth Games. So there was a local councillor, Bob, I won't say his second name because like I say, it's just not right. So there was a local councillor, Bob, and I asked him whether there was any support to be able to help me as a representative to go to the Commonwealth Games, whether it just be a little bit of sponsorship or anything. He actually said to me, come up to St. Joseph's Club on a Sunday, like 3 weeks before I was meant to go to Aldershot for the games, and I'll give you a check to be able to help you while you're away. Yeah, because like I say, this endures, it costs, it's a big period of time that you're training for a big competition. So I went up on the Sunday, he didn't bother turning up. So I phoned him on the Monday, I said, I was meant to meet you. He said, no. He said, come up next week. So I said, yeah, no worries. When I did a Sunday, this is a week before the Commonwealth Games, he said, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some photos, I'm going to give you a blank envelope, yeah, and then I'm going to say that, we're going to say then we sponsored you, and then I'll give you the money Monday or Tuesday. I was like, I'm not doing that. So anyway, didn't get any support of anybody, right? Well, actually, the only support I got, right, and here's another crazy thing. It's great because it all comes as we have the conversation, right? I was running late at night, right around the top of Hendless, and just training for this fight, and I wasn't far away from the Commonwealth Games, so I was going to the Commonwealth Games. And as I was running around, there was this gentleman called Darryl Moss, okay? And Darryl Moss owned a local company, DJ's Refrigeration, or Free Nations as it is now. And as I was running, he said to me, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going to the Commonwealth Games. And we started talking, and he said, I'll sponsor you, right? So he then gave me £500 a month for me. Yeah, for me. And for nothing, like, that's what he did. I shit you not, right? That's what he did. So, like, and it was just a case of late at night, 11, 12 o'clock at night, running around. He was out with his little dog, yeah, little Scotty dog, right? We're still friends now. And Darryl Moss said to me, he said, I'll sponsor you. And he was the only one, right, that helped me by any form of sponsorship, right? And that's what he did. He paid me £500 a month, yeah, just so I could just train and just be a boxer, yeah. Amazing. So, yeah, went to Commonwealth Games. As I'd said, nobody expected me to do anything at Commonwealth Games. So all of a sudden, people getting beat and knocked out. I'm going through the stages, winning things, yeah. Comes down to where, and then all of a sudden, the BBC and all the press are starting taking notice of me. I've never had a media trainer. About 6 months ago, I'd just been in prison. Yeah. Media trainer on the thing. So like, there we go. So I'm just going through it. I'm just like, well, and all of a sudden, everybody's around me, and it's like, fucking, there's a little bit of buzz about him. And as I was going through the fight, the first the first fight that I had in the prelims of the Commonwealth Games, because I had the most fights in a week. So I had 5 fights in 7 days to win a Commonwealth Games gold medal. And when you think about the Commonwealth Games, right, you're talking about the best fighters for 77 different countries. Yeah, the best fighters. Okay. So the first round of the Commonwealth Games, I got drawn against a big hard bastard in Scotland who just beat me up in the fucking Three Nations. Right? So he's the first guy that I got drawn against. I was like, well, fuck's sake. He beat me in Scotland in the Four Nations. And like I say, he was good. Big, strong, hard bastard. Like. So then got drawn against him. So in the first, and then because it was Commonwealth Games, I boxed his ears off. Yeah, massive margin. But in the last round, or probably the last 10, 15 seconds of the last round, he caught me with a right hand and he gave me concussion. Yeah. And when you can tell when somebody's got concussions because one of their pupils dilates bigger than the other. Yeah. So basically I got concussion. So we had, so I got my arm raised. Yeah. And then ushered out to the ring. And it was a case of, don't let a doctor see you because he won't let you fight the next day. Yeah. So what we have to do, so you weigh in on the morning that you fight, have food and what have you, have your fight. And then if you're fighting the next day, you have to weigh in again the next morning.
Oh my God.
Oh God, yeah.
To be able to fight then the next night. So you have to weigh in every day. So it's constantly like I'd be 9 stone. And then when I fight, or just before I fight, I go up to 9'8", 9'9". And then I'd fight and I'd probably be down 9'4". And then after the fight, I'd have to go back in the sauna and on the running machine to be able to get a 9 stone for the next morning.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's so nuts.
So yeah, so like I say, the first round in the Commonwealth Games was drawn against the little bastard fucking give me that concussion. That beat me in Ireland. But then from there, I'd be in my room in the Commonwealth Games because if ever you've been to a big village for sporting events like Commonwealth Village or the Olympic Village, this was basically Fallowfield University closed down, and then you had all the different countries living in the university campus. Yeah, so you're all fenced area. So basically I'd just be in my room a lot of the time, but just playing out how the fights are going to be going in my mind. Yeah, and then it's going in there. And the amount of times like I was just boxing exactly as I was thinking that I was going to box to beat these guys. Yeah, and I just carried on going on, and yeah, I became the first gold medalist since Howard Winston back in 1958. So it was quite cool. Well, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
So, saying that with the gold medal, did you know that you were fighting to be the first one since 1958, or was this when you found out afterwards? You're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Didn't realize that.
Well, as I was going through, and then the BBC was coming up to me and saying, obviously Howard Winston was the last one. My maths at sport time, I assume, wasn't very good. So as they were saying, 1948, and I was going, and when they were saying about first for 44 years, I was saying first for 48 years. Like I say, but there was a lot of things going on with all this, like, you know. So yeah, I kind of didn't know when he'd won it, and it was only as things started building up and people started paying attention, it was quite. It was quite a big thing then. That big that when I won it, like I say, when I come back, there was open top buses and street parties. It was insane.
That sounds amazing. No, fair play, man. That's absolutely the fact that you basically put that into the universe and went, by the way, guys, this is what I'm doing, and then did it is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Fair play.
Thank you, bro. And like I say, sometimes I do it. It's like this, right? With regards to premonitions and like thinking and dreaming into reality, right? It's easier, I say easier, when your confidence is high, right? When we're down or depressed or a bit broken, we can't do that, right? Well, we all struggle to do that, right? Because we're at that stage, and our mind's a very funny thing. When we're at the stage and we're beaten up out of life a little bit, it's not so easy to have those dreams and aspirations and premonitions. Yeah. But I was fortunate enough at the time that I was in a space where I didn't have to think about anything other than boxing and success. Yeah, so I was very, very lucky there.
So I was reading about your fights in the Commonwealth, and I was really impressed with, quite frankly, the balls you had to carry on with the final, because didn't you get quite a bad injury just before the final?
Yeah, I got, in the semi-finals, against the Botswana boy, Gilbert Kumwani. Gilbert Kumwani, a great fighter, hard fighter. But yeah, he cut me just by the corner of my nose, by ear and by eye. So in the last round, again, the doctor came in, just checked it to be able to make sure it was okay for me to carry on. Because primarily, there was one of the boys, Kevin Evans, that because he had a bleeding nose, they stopped the fight. Yeah, and he was the heavyweight, he was the favourite. Yeah, so they stopped the fight, and that was always going to be a worry. So I had this cut in the semi-finals. So we was a little bit worried that might cause a hindrance then with regards to the finals, but fortunately it didn't. And the gent that I boxed in the finals, Dennis Zimba, he was about 6'3", coloured guy, arms nearly down to his knees. Yeah, he was. Honest to God, he hit me twice. He hit me with an uppercut in the second round, hit me off my feet, and then he hit me again off my feet. I was like, shit, but there was that much on the fight that you just had to get through it. And no matter how knackered you are and how many shots you get caught with, I was that hungry to win that they don't really have that much of a big effect on you,
I suppose once that adrenaline kicks in, you're like, no, I am fucking winning this. No, I don't care how much my eye bleeds. I am winning this.
Yeah, definitely. And you say, there's 15,000 people in the arena near the end. Yeah, they're all going crazy. This is like nothing you've ever imagined. It's amazing. Like I say, when you've never been in that environment before, it's like the buzz and the rush on the way to the ring for the final. Sorry about jumping back and forth, but as I said, when you're talking, there's so many different things that pop into your mind that are relevant, right? So I was in the final for the Commonwealth Games, okay? Fighting a boy called Dennis Zimba from Zambia. Phenomenal fighter, beating everybody all the way through. He beat the boy called Andy Morris, who was the English boy. He was probably nip and tuck with me and him. He was always a bit big-headed. He was saying he was going to go out and beat me, but he beat Andy Morris, and then I was fighting him. So Kevin Evans had lost the day before. So all the Welsh coaches, and this is going to sound a bit bad when I say this, all the Welsh coaches gone over to the arena to watch Kevin, or some of the events over the arena. So I had to make my own way. I had to get on one of the shuttle buses, make my own way over to the arena, get my own way into the arena, and have a word, because we was fortunate enough that we was up in Aldershot, and there was a guy called Vinnie Powerwhite. He was the Aldershot, he was the army boxing coach, but he was also a Welsh boxer, so he enabled us to be able to go up to Aldershot. Okay, so while we was up in Aldershot for 2 one-week sessions, I got to know all the army boys, and the army boys was doing the security at the arena. So when I'd made my own way over to the arena, got to the arena, I got the army boys then to get me to the best suite, right? In the best changing rooms in the arena. So I had a nice little cushy number with regards to the setup. And that's where I stayed there. But I was looked after by all the army boys. But while I was on the way to the ring to box in the final of the Commonwealth Games, honest to God, I had to stop myself crying. Yeah. And it wasn't crying because I was scared. It was just crying because the emotions are that high for you. Like, you're going to go and fight somebody that's fucking shit hot for one. Also, I know. But also, you're going to go and fight somebody stone cold sober, in front of 15,000 people and all the TV in the biggest event that's going on for 2 years, because obviously at Olympics and then Commonwealth. So it was a massive amount of pressure. And the amount, like I said, I was walking to the ring and this was That's how I was walking. It was absolutely insane. But those little things bring out the best of you, because any man that goes to the ring and they're not scared, they're not on edge, they're not on ball, they're not on point. When I get there and if I hear the crowd when I'm fighting, actually the bell goes and I hear the crowd, I know I'm not switched on. If I don't hear anything and I'm just tunnel vision, then I'm shit on. I'm really good. And there's so much down to boxing that people just don't really get to understand because they don't live it. Yeah. But it's like anything that we do and we go to be successful, whether it be a jump on a motorbike, whether it be skiing, whether it be marathon, all these people get that focus and tunnel vision, and the feeling you get while you're doing it is just the best feeling in the world.
I think you're right what you say about people not understanding, because there is quite a stereotype, isn't there? It's like, oh, he's a fucking boxer, he don't know nothing, just likes to throw his hands around. But there's a lot of preparation. How much preparation goes into a fight, like beforehand?
You put that in a cup for me, please. In a cup. Yeah. How many preparation goes into that beforehand? Well, if I was fortunate enough that I'd have a full training camp, like I pretty much train all year round. Okay, so while I'm a professional fighter, let's just say when I was a professional, I was fighting for title fights. Yeah, for a couple of my title fights. So I'd run 10 miles in the morning, then I'd come back. So I'd run 10 miles, come back, have some breakfast, have a bit of a sleep, then I go back in the afternoon and I might do 15 rounds, or I'll do some skipping first, then I'll do 15 rounds on the bags and pads, then I'll do some conditioning, and then in the evening, then I'll go back and do sparring. So that's a lot of preparation time, yeah? So like I say, that's 3 times a day. Let's just say minimum hour and a half each session, yeah? And then obviously, well, it's a full-time job.
And that's every day?
That's probably 5 days a week.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'll be done before the 10 miles in the morning.
yeah, for sure. Definitely. Like it's a different world. You have to be slightly daft to be a boxer. Yeah. You have to be slightly daft. But then again, let's do it like this, okay? See where you guys and your show now, okay? Is it successful?
Yeah. Well, it's put some fucking hard work in. Yeah, I'd say it is.
Brilliant. Right. Everything that you do, right, guys? The effort, the work, the fucking shit that you put up with, right? The money, the negativity, the losses, all of it, right? You have to be slightly fucking nuts. You do, mate. And you have to be slightly nuts in order for you guys to be as good as you are, right? So you guys are good. You're very good talkers. You're very nice people. You're very organized. You're really, really good. So in order to be as good as you are, right, you have to be so driven, so grounded, so hungry, so dedicated, right? Because otherwise you don't do it. And like everybody that is successful, right, are slightly nuts, because we're not like normal 9 to 5ers, because you might have a full-time job and then do this and all your other time. Yeah, so I applaud you. And like I say, with regards to, I know how much work it takes into being successful at anything. And you're doing all right, man.
Oh, you are way too kind, Mr. Arthur. Thank you so very much.
Right. Yeah, I'll be like motivational speaker now, won't I? But I mean it. At the end of the day, I mean, you're good at what you do. You're very good. You're very hospitable. You're nice people. And you can get people to talk. Yeah, because like I say, at the end of the day, there's things that I'm talking about now, which I haven't told anybody about. So you've got a little bit of a for want of a better word, exclusive. I'm not exclusive enough to be able to millions of people to know this, but what I'm saying is you're good enough to be able to get somebody to open up to be able to get the best out of them, and you're good at what you do. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
I don't do myself now.
It's time for us to have a little cry now.
But you turned professional in 2003, even though you wanted to compete at amateur level at the Olympic Games in Athens. So what made you go professional instead of going to the Olympics?
2 reasons. At the time, Joe Kazaki was obviously world champion, so he was fighting in regular in Wales. Yeah, Frank Warren was his promoter, so he was putting on regular shows. That's the best time in the world for me to piggyback on that, as opposed to try to wait another 2 years to go to the Olympics. And at the time, there was no funding in Welsh boxing. Yeah, so I was at the stage of where if I wanted to stay as an amateur boxer, the deal that I got offered was £13,000 a year, and that would have had to cover my living expenses plus my training expenses. Yeah, so that's all I would have had. Where things have changed now, there's a lot more money in the game now, but that's the deal that I was offered at the time. And me, at the time, I had my partner and I had my son, newborn son. I couldn't afford to just be a full-time athlete on that. So Frank Warren dangled the carrot, and he said, well, use a £5,000 sign-on fee and then use X amount of money per round when you turn, and you're at the right stage to be able to make your way up through the professional ranks. And that's the reason why I did. And let me tell you something now as well. In order to be able to, right? In order to be able to get represented, to be able to go to the Olympics, right? We were talking another 2 years now. So I was 22 at the time. I'd just done the biggest thing in Welsh boxing since Howard Winston, 1958. In order to be able to go to the Olympics then, what I would have had to do is probably win the European Championships. European Championships is as hard as winning the Commonwealth Games gold. You know, you have to be shit hot. And at the time, there wasn't the Sheffield setup that there is now, that you would just be training all the time. So I would have had the same setup, training in a gym in Cardiva, which was a hut. No heating, only cold water. When it was raining, we'd have buckets. Yeah, buckets, like a proper Rocky movie. We'd have buckets catching the rain in. And that is where I trained from the age of 9 years old, and that's where I won my Commonwealth Games gold medal from. Cardiva Boxing Club.
That's amazing, though.
It's like a proper inspirational story. Should make a movie about it.
I know. Yeah. I know. Well, it's about Rocky 468, wasn't it? Yeah. But
for Creed, we want Arthur. We don't want Creed. We want Arthur.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to set up now. You're going to be like my agent to be able to set up. Yeah, man. Look at this. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. I like to say that's where it was a case of that's why I turned pro. But it was probably the best time for me to turn pro because of all that. No.
And you remained undefeated for like 2 years, is that right?
Yeah, I had. I can't remember what fight I lost. I lost on, but I think my first fight was either Haider Ali or Harry Ramagodi. Haider Ali was he was a Commonwealth Games gold medalist from Pakistan, and weight below me in featherweight. So after the Commonwealth Games, a lot of the fighters, they stayed over here in this country. So when we turned pro, you had a lot of top class guys that were picked up by the London promoters that were hard, man. Yeah. So that era of guys that come over, if you was fighting like any, because I did fight that boxer boy called Buster Dennis. He was can't remember what country he was from, but he was from the Commonwealth Games as well, and they were just fucking rock hard. I mean, they was fighting really good guys. So when I boxed Haider Ali, I believe this was my first loss. I had a clash of heads, cut my eyes open, yeah, and I got stopped on cuts, and then pretty much from that moment I got dropped by Frank Warren. Yeah, so no matter how many wins you had, yeah, pretty much Frank Warren just pretty much dropped me in. Yeah, so all of a sudden in the first year, I think I had 7 fights. In the third year, I can't remember how many fights I had. But let's just say in the third year, I was probably having like 2 fights. So if I was getting £3,500 a fight, I might have had 1 fight. But then what would happen? They'd say, right, here's a date that you're going to be training for. So I'd train for that date. Then they'd say, that one's cancelled. We moved it to another date. So that might be another 8 weeks away, 12 weeks away, or whatever. So I was just a full-time professional boxer. I only get paid when I fight. Okay? So I'd be training all these months and fight once a year. So I'd get £3,500 a year for professional boxing, right? So I know. So right people coming up to me having photos and autographs and saying, "Oh, you're brilliant, you're amazing." But there's people in McDonald's earning far more money than me. Yeah, and I'm like a broken shot. Honest to God, with professional boxing, right? I've gone through stages, especially later on in my career. So here's an example for you. When I boxed Martin Lindsay for the British title, okay? Martin Lindsay, I had a late notice replacement to fight him because somebody else had pulled out. I'd pretty much retired beforehand, so I'd had a phone call to say, "Do I want to box Martin Lindsay?" Martin Lindsay was undefeated at the time. I can't remember how many fights. He had 21 and he knocked out loads of people. Irish boy, undefeated, hard as nails, right? Do you want to fight Martin Lindsay for the British title? Fuck yeah, I'll fight him. Because like I say, at the end of the day, yeah, opportunity, right? Trained for this fight. A week before the British title fight, I'd had debt collectors knock my door, right? I'd had a car taken off my drive because I hadn't paid my mortgage for 3 or 4 months. I hadn't paid my rent for about 3 or 4 months. So I had my landlord onto me. Yeah. What's happening with rent? I had debt collectors knock my door. So my partner at the time having to hide in the house and be scared about answering the door. And because I hadn't paid money that I had one of my cars taken off my drive, right? And I was driving down to, because I had a car which was run down old banger, right? I had no tax, no MOT, no insurance. I had to use this to be able to drive down to Newport, right? To be able to get training. So I was training down here with Sammy Sims. Broke down on the motorway. This is a week before the British title fight went, which is the biggest, it was at the time, the biggest purse bid for a British title fight in British history, right, for featherweight boxing. It was £21,000. You got a 60-40 split, okay? So a week before, broke down on the motorway, on the way to Newport, because I had no petrol. And like I say, I had no tax, no MOT, no insurance. And that was the preparation, right? That was the preparation for me to fight somebody who was undefeated. He was a killer. That was a Welshman's preparation to be able to go in there and try to fight somebody for a big title. So as you can imagine, if I can't afford to pay my rent, debt collects on my door, car getting taken off my drive, how do you think that I'm eating as an athlete? I'm not eating. Yeah, that was what I'd have to do in order to be able to try and fight for the British title. And like I said, I had to take it because if I didn't fight, I didn't get paid. That's mad, isn't it?
It's so nuts. Like, it's just full of shit you don't see. You don't see any of that. You know what I mean? It's absolutely insane. And fair play to you, man, that, you know, you've survived fucking so much.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah.
And at the same time, though, it shows how much you love what you do, that you're like, I'm still going to go. I ain't quitting.
Let me tell you something now, my friend, right? When you're in a situation that you've got no choice, it ain't about what you love and what you do, right? I fucking hated the game at the time because, like I say, I was getting treated like shit. Yeah. I had nothing, right? Let me tell you something now, right? They say money don't make you happy. Yeah, you heard that saying, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you something now, right? When you haven't got debt collectors knocking your door, right? Money fucking helps, right? Because then you're in a situation where you haven't got to worry all the time about who's knocking your door, right? So money does make you happy. All it does alleviates pressure. When people are in a situation, right, where they haven't got any money in their pocket and they got debt collectors all the time, that's what breaks up relationships and that's what makes people unhappy. Yeah. So like I say, I was at the situation. I couldn't afford to not do it because if I didn't do it, I wouldn't get paid. And at the time as well, I had nothing else. I couldn't do anything else. You know what I mean? That was my sport. I was a boxer. That's all I was known for. Like, I left school at 15 with no qualifications. I didn't even do a GCSE. Okay, it's different now. I've done a master's degree in architecture. So now, and I done this while I was boxing. I went back to college and I studied AutoCAD. Yeah, so a design program. So, and all because another one of my sponsors, Martin Reeder, City Event Services at the time, basically he said that his CAD man was laying him down all the time. He said he's like a stoner and he was all around the country doing whatever he wanted, but he was earning good money. He said, you should do it. So I went to college and I did it. Yeah, so I learned AutoCAD level 1, 2, and 3, and then I went and done a master's degree in BIM, then building information modeling. So it's 4D building. At that time when I was boxing like I didn't have the credentials, i.e. the education behind me in order to be able to go and get a job like I do now. Now, and since I've left boxing, I've earned more money out of boxing than I did in boxing, because now I use my brain as well as my body. Yeah. But at that time I had nothing else. I remember going for a job at Celtic Manor. These cheeky bastards, like Celtic Manor is a big hotel, right? Check this out now, right? I was Commonwealth Games gold medalist, and like I say, with regards to, I'd just been dropped by Frank Warren. Yeah. I've been coaching people since I was a baby, right? I know a lot about health, fitness, and treating people good. But at the time, my confidence was really low. I went for a job interview down at Celtic Manor. I had a man and a woman sat in front of me. Okay. They made me feel about that big. Yeah. By the way that they was just belittling me. Yeah. Making me feel like I was absolutely worthless. I never got a job. Yeah. And just brought me down further. And like I said, then I'd come back to boxing and I'd went on and I'd achieved again. Yeah. And then the next time I went down here, I was down here for big functions and then renting out the big suite, because like I say, that's the difference. They wouldn't employ me to be able to be a gym instructor, but then they'll take my money when it comes down to me hiring at the big suite. But like, do you get what I mean? Like, of
course they will, yeah. Yeah,
so that's where it's a case of, later on in my career, I used my head to be able to get educated, to be able to know how to spend my money and get jobs other than boxing.
Fair play, James. Like it's like a true like up and down, proper up and down, like in a rut. Now you're doing well, then you back down again. It's just like a proper comeback story. And now look at you, fucking flying, absolutely amazing.
Someone not flying, my man, not flying, but like I say, I'm doing all right. Yeah, but I'm not flying. Like I say, everybody can look at things through a tinted pair of glasses, yeah. And like I say, with regards to people on the outside, because the conversation we're having now, yeah, like I'm quite a positive guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's how it is. I make people feel better, right? I make people feel better about themselves because first and foremost, I actually give a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So any little bit of compliment that I give you guys, just as I did a second ago, right? I didn't give you that compliment because you're going to get me more views, or you're going to buy me a fucking sausage and egg McMuffin. I didn't do it for any other reason than from the interaction I've had with you, right? Whether it be from the messages that you sent, Matt, right? Tom, sorry, or tonight's conversation, the way that you've been, right? I said it because it's absolutely true. And I have no qualms about saying to anybody, and a lot of people, you're doing fucking ace. Because I pay attention to the small things in life a lot of people don't actually see, right? So, like I said, even when my life's fucking, it's not now, but even when my life has been falling apart, yeah, I've spent time to be able to make sure that other people know their worth. And that's an important factor. But thank you, brother. Like I say, with regards to, it's nice that you can actually get to the stage where you say life is all right. And like it sort of is. Like it ain't bad. I mean, my life ain't bad at all. So I can do whatever I want. And like I say, with regards to, I'm in a situation, I've got a couple of houses for sale. Once I sell up, I'm going to go traveling, man. I'm going to go enjoy myself a little bit. Yeah, just fucking kick back for a little bit. With my 4 dogs, kick back a little bit. Go and fucking enjoy a little bit of time of just at the beach and enjoying myself for however many months I want to go for. Because I fucking love it. Yeah.
Deserve it. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking enjoy it, man. But you were picked up by Joe Kozlowski's father, Enzo, for a little bit, which I thought was absolutely awesome. But then obviously you retired due to the fact that you have ongoing cut issues. And You said I've read that you could get surgery for it, but it said it wouldn't work or something.
Well, yeah, basically, right. So the topsy eye lids here. Okay, yeah. Mine are quite prominent, quite sharp. So Ricky Hatton, when he was, because obviously as he was working through his career, he was knocking people out and he was getting cut as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ricky Hatton went out and he had these the eyelid shaven. You can have the bone shaven down. It's quite an operation. Like if you like, you can't see on the camera now. But in one fight, honest to God, this sounds crazy as well. I sound like I was spinning loads of fucking yarns, didn't I? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, but like I say, in one fight, I think it was like 54 stitches inside and out. Right? There was literally 2 splits that side, 2 splits that side. But I've got a split in my ear, yeah, which Frederick Bonifay, a French kid in one of the fights, bit my ear in a fight, yeah, split my ear open. I know. Yeah, so like I say, we've got a lot of injuries. But yeah, when I went up to Harley Street to see where we could be done, it couldn't really. Do you know what actually stopped me getting cut?
What?
Fucking a little bit of common sense and not smash my head into people.
Yeah. That would do it. That would definitely do it. Yeah.
What I was fighting before, basically, I was going in there and I was coming out my head and trying to attack people. Yeah. And then later on in my career, and here's how I learned how to do this. I was teaching people how to box. Yeah, so when you're teaching people how to box at a distance, you're teaching people now the things that they shouldn't be doing, right? that taught me how to be able to understand how to box and not roll in my head and get my head cut over. As crazy as that sounds, but yeah, that the way I got away from not getting cut so often was just by learning how to box on the back foot instead of, well, not learning. It was just by not being such a hard-headed little dickhead. Yeah. Yeah. Just because, like, when I was fighting and when I was going up through the ranks, I was a hard-headed little dickhead and I was getting in on a fight. So I learned how to do that. I become a little bit more chilled out.
I thought you were going to say I just started doing the old-timey boxing.
No, that would be better. I think that was yeah.
To keep your head as far away as possible.
Definitely. So yeah,
love it.
Enzo was amazing. Enzo was amazing because of his energy. He was just nuts. Enzo.
So you retired a few times. I retired in 2005, came back in 2007. Just kept coming back to. What was it that kept you going back? Was it just unfinished business sort of thing, or was it the money side of things, like you said earlier?
Yeah, both. Yo-yo Arthur, I think they call me. Yeah, Yo-yo Arthur. Like I go down, I come up, down, I go down, I come up. Yeah, much fun. I come back. So I retired in 2005. I believe I come back in 2008. So I'd set up in that period of time I retired. I set up a boxing gym down in Shaftesbury in Newport. And while I was training people, I thought, like, I'm gonna come. I was doing 2 things. I was teaching skip to be fit in school, so I was going around schools and I was teaching people how to skip and use skipping as an educational program. So I was teaching about healthy eating and numeracy. So basically, what I do, I'd have counters and the skipping ropes. I'd skip for 2 minutes, get them to count how many skips that they'd done on the counter. Then I get to reset it, do it again, and then I'd just do mathematics questions. So like I said, I'd do if they'd done 100 skips on the first skip and then 100 on the second. Yeah, do you get me? So basically, I was using exercise and healthy eating as a program for primary school kids. But then I opened up a gym as well, and I just thought, bollocks, that I fancy another go. So in 2008, I came back and then I boxed for the Welsh title, and then I went on for a little while, and then I lost, and I thought, well, I can't be asked to hang around now and try to work my way up for the rankings again. So then I retired again. Yeah. And then while I retired, another opportunity came. So I decided to take it again. I think it was Chris Hughes then. And again, with Chris Hughes, I only had 12 days notice, and I had to lose 15 pounds over 12 days to be able to fight Chris Hughes for that Commonwealth title. He was a Scottish kid. So yeah, so that was like a last minute thing. I wasn't training or anything. I had the opportunity, went up there to Troxy in London, beat him for the Commonwealth to win the Commonwealth title, and then that gave me the opportunity to fight Jason Booth then for the British title. yeah. And then after I lost to Jason Booth, I just thought, fuck it, I can't be asked to wait around again. You know, it's another duration, and I'm going to have to try and make my way up to the rank again, so then stopped again. So, yeah, that's pretty much why I've retired so many times. Yeah. And then the last time, well, yeah, let's just say the last time against, in 2015, as I'd said earlier, because I was teaching people in a box, all I wanted to do was just show people that what I was teaching them, how it works. Yeah. So basically, so I retired in 2012 after losing the British title to Scott Quigg. We had a hell of a fight. And then, in 2015, then I come back just to be able to show everybody in my gym what I was doing was right. But what I was doing was right, because when I opened up a gym in 2012, in the first year, I had 10 Welsh novice champions. Yeah, I probably had 25 amateur boxers, plus 30 girls in the class coming to keep fit, plus strength and conditioning classes. Absolutely killing it. Yeah, just making a massive difference in the community. I actually got in 2012, after I opened up the gym, and I had £8,000 funded from the National Lottery to get some equipment. Then, so in 2013, I got the opportunity to press the National Lottery button. Yeah. For the reason being is because I come second on the biggest impact of a community project for the UK, and I only come second to Wales women football team. Yeah, and what you got? England women's football team. So when you're talking about all the funding that's been given out for all of the UK, yeah, I had £8,000, and I can run it up to England girls football team for the work that I've done in the community. We killed it, man.
That's incredible. Amazing. That is amazing.
We better fucking write a film. We better write a script, I think,
I think it's got to be done.
We're going to get started on it, Arthur. We're getting started on it. It's got to happen.
This is going to be the longest interview you've ever done.
We like it, though. We like it when the guest talks. That's the whole point of why we do this. No one wants to listen to us speak. They want to hear what you have to say. So, the fact that you talk as much as you like, Jamie, it's all good. With boxing, though, the weight system, I don't understand it, because there's so many different varieties of weights, like leagues and that sort of thing. Because you won the Commonwealth Gold at lightweight, you're classed as a super bantamweight, and you fought for the British featherweight title in 2009. Like, what's the difference between them all?
Right, here's how it goes. So weight categories are normally go in 4-pound increments. Okay. In amateur, it's £7. So it's basically, let's just say 9 stone, 9 stone 7. Yeah. 10 stone, 10 stone 7. Yeah. So
yeah.
That makes sense. So you got basically featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, light middleweight. Yeah. So they go up in £7 increments. Yeah. With professional boxing, they go up in £4 increments. Okay. So basically, I'd won the Commonwealth Games gold as an amateur at 9 stone 7. Okay, I had my first fight then, I believe, at 9 stone 12. Yeah. Then as a professional, then as I was getting better, as I was getting older, it normally goes the other way around. When people get older, they go up. As I was getting older, because I was getting smarter on this and weight loss and training and being skint because I had no money. Yeah, because my cars weren't taking on shit. Right. Then I was coming down. So basically, let me get this right now. So I won Commonwealth Games gold at lightweight, 10.912, which, because you only have to be on the weight at title fight night. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're fighting at lightweight, for instance, you only have to be it's 9 stone 9 as a professional. You'd only have to be 9 stone 9 on the night if you fight for a title. But if it's a non-title fight, you could be 9 stone 12. So hence the reason why I was 9 stone 12. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically I gone from lightweight, 9 stone 9, up to 9 stone 12. Then super featherweight, right, which was 9 stone 4. That was when I boxed for the British title, I think. Then, Welsh title. Like, but then I went down to 9 stone. Yeah, and I boxed for the British title and the Commonwealth title.
Yeah.
And then we had the 8 stone 10, which is, so you've gone from 9 stone 4, which is super featherweight, 9 stone is featherweight, and then super bantamweight is 8 stone 10.
Jeez.
So basically, I know, I was like ribs and dick, honest to God. Yeah. So I literally cut down the weight as I get older. Yeah.
Sorry. I've never heard that before. That absolutely ruined.
That should be the professional description.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much. So they're going 4 pound increments. Yeah.
Okay. No, makes sense.
So, we touched on it briefly earlier. I asked about like the prep you have to do before a fight physically, but mentally wise, do you have to come up with like a strategy going in, like this is how I'm going, or is it you get in there and it's off the cuff, what you think's right in the moment sort of thing?
Yeah, we normally have nervous breakdowns. As you can see, I'm not right. I'm only, yeah, of course. Like I said, basically, I'd watch the guys, and my coach would watch the guys that we're going to be fighting. So basically, if you got a southpaw unorthodox fighter, so an orthodox fighter, if you don't know how much you know about boxing, an orthodox fighter is right-handed, leads with the left hand. Okay, so if I'm fighting an orthodox fighter, I want to stay the fuck away from their right hand because that hurts, right? So I'm basically, so while I'm defensive boxing, right, basically, I'll flow my shots, so I'll stay towards the left shoulder because all I want to do is ever worry about one hand coming towards me, okay? So I want to nullify 50% of their work. I want to stay away from this. So basically, I'll flow my shots and I'll move off to my right, okay? So I defend to my right and attack to the left, okay? So you might have guys that come forward fighters. I'll use that same ethos, but what I'll do, if they come forward hard fighters, I'll box on the back foot. If they're boxers, I'll use that same ethos against an orthodox fighter, but then I'll be the one that's coming forward. So if I'm in a position now where I'll start off towards the left foot, but then in order to be able to attack, I move to my left. Yeah, so I attack to my left, defend to my right. So yeah, basically, depends on how they fight will determine what game plan I set. But it'll all be based off, because boxing is very basic, it'll all be based off the fundamentals of knowing where you've got to stand in order to be able to nullify your opponent. If you look at Tyson Fury, Klitschko is very good at it as well, and a lot of the good fighters, what they do, they nullify somebody else's work by taking away one of their hands. Right? So when Tyson Fury boxed Wilder, okay, in order to be able to, for Tyson Fury not get killed by a massive right hand, what he'd do is keep circling around to his right. Yeah, when George Bowes boxed Carl Froch, first fight, for instance, and the reason why he knew that he was going to knock him down with that right hand is because he knows how Carl Froch lunges in and Carl Froch steps to his left when he's throwing his shots and has chin down, hands up. So basically, George Bowes was waiting for that to happen. So as he did, that's when he set that shot up. So basically, you've got somebody moving onto your shot, and then you've got a shot coming forward. That is a good boxer, somebody who knows how to box. And that's it. When you know how to box, you know all the fundamentals, and you know how to be able to set up a game plan to be able to beat people.
That's fascinating.
And I know, yeah. Because I've been doing this since I was 9, so I'm 43 now. It seems like I've been doing it a million years, but I know how to box. Like, you know, I know the fundamentals, and I know how to use them correctly, and I know how to be able to nullify and do certain things. Yeah,
I find it amazing that you can continue that concentration with that adrenaline rush. Because I don't know about you, if someone punched me in the face, logic would be out the window. I won't be focusing on where their arm is. I'm like, bastard, you know.
For sure.
Probably not.
That's the hardest. Yeah. Why you'll find this as well, because boxing is the most loneliest place in the world, right? Like, especially if you're fighting a 12-round fight, 36 minutes plus the minute in between each round is a fucking long time, man. And like if you get caught with a body shot or you're getting beaten up, and listen to me now, like when you're in an arena, and especially I boxed Scott Quigg, who was champion at the time, up in Bolton football ground, right? Thousands of people beating for my blood, right? Okay, in the fourth round, I knocked him down, and the arena went, whoop, you can hear fucking. It was like, and even the commentators were like, oh, this ain't meant to happen. This ain't meant to happen. Yeah. And then, like I say, going in there trying to unload and everything to be able to try and get him out there. And all of a sudden, the bastard's still there. Yeah. And then you're knackered. Yeah. But you've got to keep fighting and fighting for your life. Because, like I say, people die in the boxing ring. Right? And it's hard as hell because we're so hungry and so proud that a lot of us will just keep on fighting until we're knocked out. Yeah? And that's dangerous because obviously when you're in a situation, you're obviously weight depleted, fluid depleted, you're fighting in there and you're out of pride and everything. It's a dangerous place. When you get hit and you're tired and you've been hit with a body shot and like everybody's beating for your blood, and this guy's coming at you like a fucking lunatic. That's a scary place to be. Yeah, that's hard. It's not just about a punch coming in your face because you don't feel it. You don't feel it. You get caught when you're boxing properly, right? If you're boxing, if somebody catches you, it'd be like shit. I won't get caught with that again if I can help it. Yeah, and I got to try and adapt then to be able to suit against what he's doing. So it's like a game of chess. Yeah.
There is a lot more to it than people realise and take from this conversation because, you know, you got your attack and you got to defend at the exact same fucking time. You got all that mental and physical preparation. There's so much to it. It's actually quite fascinating.
And you see people that go into the ring, like I say, they get to the stage where they've been amazing in the gym, but then when it goes down to actual fight night, because of the pressure on all these people, it gets to them. Where I've been in, when I boxed a boy called Di Davis for the Welsh title fight, and I boxed him. I boxed Di Davis for the Welsh title fight. Stopped him in the second round. Before I retired, I was going up and I was sparring Di Davis up his gym in preparation to box Martin Lindsay, I believe it was. And honest to God, in the gym, he beat the shit out of me. Honest to God, right? Be in the gym because he was a good gym fighter. Beat the shit out of me, right? Just good, like just real good gym fighter. But then on the night when I come down to fight him for the Welsh title, I destroyed him in 2 rounds. Because in the sparring, it's different to in a fight. In a fight, I'm fucking going for you. Yeah. In sparring, I'm a nice man, like, you know what I mean? But in a fight, I'm fighting for my life. So you better either fucking be as good as me or we're gonna have a proper fucking tear. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so some people are gym fighters. I was a fighter, I suppose. In the gym, I was good because, do you know why as well? When I boxed again for the British title fight, because in 2012 I opened up my own boxing gym, right? Cost me a lot of money to be able to set it up again. A lot of my own cash and a lot of stress and worry. When I was boxing Martin Lindsay and Sky TV come to my gym, where I was training in preparation to box Martin Lindsay for the British title. They come into the gym and I set it up and all I had was a makeshift ring. I had 4 posts and ropes going around it, right? And my preparation for, I gotta be honest, all of my last title fights, right, would be sparring all my guys in the gym. And I'm talking about kids from 9 years old, right up to my amateur boxers, right? All I'd be doing is taking them round. That's what we call boxing in gyms, right? So sparring. So basically, I'd be just touching them, moving around, learning them, okay? But by me doing that, I learned how to be so relaxed when shots are coming towards me and knowing how to avoid everything. Yeah, so I'd be whoop, 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 knowing how to avoid shots. And my provisional, what do you call it?
Peripheral?
Peripheral, yeah. You can pronounce it better than me. Peripheral vision, yeah. That I was switched on. So that was my preparation for fighting all my last 12-round fights. It's about big fights. A lot of people, when they got title fights coming up, what they do, they go and have hard fights in other people's gym against hard champions as well, and they fight for their lives in other people's gym. Because what you got to remember, if you come to my gym and done some sparring with me, and we're relatively on the same level, I ain't letting you get the better over me, so I'm gonna go flat out with you. And then you're obviously got a title fight coming up, so you're going to be flat out with me. So they just beat the shit out of each other. Yeah. With my preparations was just case of just with kids and just learning them, and just like that's how I'm quite elusive, and that's how I learned how to do it. By just sparring millions of rounds with everybody, kids and everything.
It must be amazing that to pass on all your knowledge and all your wisdom and whatnot to the next generation of fighters, to be like, this is how I did it and this is how you're going to be doing it by opening your own gyms and everything. I just think it's inspirational massively. Again, there's more for the movie.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Because like I say, it is good, right? And like I say, with guys to at one stage, me running the gym, because I had, like I say, 25, 30 amateur boxers, and where the gym is in Ridvelin, it's run down as hell, right? There's not a lot of money in this. So like I say, a lot of kids where they don't have money. So I'd be covering their costs. I had professional fighters. Professional fighters, they don't make money. Yeah, so I'd be covering the costs. So at one stage, honest to God, this is honest God's truth. At one stage, me running Arthur's boxing gym in Ridvelin, a community-based gym, was costing me personally about 10 grand a year. Tell you, man, yeah. But here's how it is, right? At the time, I couldn't afford it. But like I say, with regards to I found ways to make it happen. Even with regards to me running the gym now. But let me tell you something now. Like, I'd rather not, if possibly, if I had other things to do, which is amazing, right? I'd possibly not rather be at the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then if I got some kids fighting, Saturday and Sunday, right? I'd rather be doing other things, whether it be taking my mother out, taking my dogs out, taking my kids out, see my grandkids, whatever, right? There are stages where sometimes I'd rather be doing that, but because I've got kids in the gym that absolutely love what I teach them, and because I teach them manners and everything as well, right? And I build confidence on people. And I see the effect that how they love me and they look after me, right? And how they become good people. And I'm not just talking about youngsters, I'm talking about every person in my gym. Like, I have people that travel from all over the place. I have people that'll catch a bus, yeah, from far enough away for me to have to say, I appreciate you, right? I have people that'll drive from Cumbrae. I have people that drive from Port Talbot, Cardiff. I have people that'll they'll come because like they enjoy what I teach them. And like I say, with regards to for that and the difference I make with regards to the people that come, I fucking love it. And I would, if I have the money again, and like even if I didn't have the money, I'd find a way to be able to keep it all going, because I always have to find a way. But it's just a feeling that you get when you've got good people in the gym, you make a difference in their lives. Even people that have fucking big businesses that have no self-confidence and are depressed. And it's just by saying, just like I said earlier, the way that I'll say to somebody, you're fucking ace. I'll build their confidence up just by showing a little bit of appreciation to them and picking on the good things that they do in life. Yeah. Rather than if somebody does something wrong, say, no, you're not doing this right. Picking on the good things in life in order to be able to get them to be able to believe in themselves. And man, that is enough. That's enough for me. I love it. And that's why I do what I do. Yeah, that's why I do what I do. And it's fucking ace.
That is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honest to God, I would do the Conor McGregor walk back and forth the screen. That would normally be my next step. Yeah. Honest to God. But that is it, man. Like I say, I'm quite good at what I do, man. I'm quite good at what I do. And I like making a fucking difference. And it's ace.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. And like I said, that is phenomenal. You help bringing that. Is there anyone that you're working with at the moment in the gym that you think they could fucking go places? They could do what I did. They could win these titles.
Well, there's a boy called Tom James now. I've had Tom. He came to my gym when he was 13 years old. He was a fat little kid that was getting bullied. I've had him since then. He's won X amount of Welsh titles and amateur going through. Built his confidence. He's a double of me in the way he boxes. He's just a beautiful, lovely, honest, good kid. Good kid. He's turned professional now. He's just had his 4th fight. Cardiff, he's doing all right. He's 4th fight undefeated. And I love him to death. And all I ever want is for the best for him. And like I say, with guys stuff, so I've got him. And then I've got 1 or 2 other kids down there. And they might never box again. I don't give a shit if they don't box again. All I know is, like I say, with guys, while they're at my gym, I'll teach them how to be able to just be better young men. Yeah, and I'll teach them how to box. And if they want to box, brilliant, we'll box. If they don't, we won't. But all I do is just give them the confidence through everything that we do to be able to get better. And like even with guys to Tom, even though he's a professional boxer, while he comes down to the gym, because he helps out with all the amateur boxers in the gym, he'll help out with everybody because of the mentality he is. He's an absolutely beautiful, good, hard, dedicated young man that has learned by good people around him. And that's enough for me. So like with guys to Tom, and if other people come as they go, then we'll go with the journey.
Absolutely beautiful. I love this so much. Before we start wrapping this up, but I know you hung the boots up for the final time in 2016. Would you have another fight?
I'm 40 fucking free. Fucking hell, man. Look at the hairline on me. Come on now, James. Shit, man. And as you can tell, James, honest to God, like I say, when guys do, here's how it is. And a lot of people ask me this because I'll get in with the guys at the gym and I can spar all night. I can spar with all of them. And because I'm a million years old and I've been boxing since I was a nipper. I know how to box. As I said earlier, I know how to build I know how to steal a rest. I know how to make things hard for other people. I know how to box. Yeah. Here's how it is. At 43, can I do it? Yes. Would I do it? No. Here's the reason why I wouldn't do it. At 43, am I got a member? 9 times Welsh champion, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Welsh professional champion, Commonwealth professional champion, boxed for the British title 3 times. I wouldn't want to go in there and disrespect myself and get beaten by somebody that when I was in my prime wouldn't have beaten me, right? Because I wouldn't be interested in going back for a 4 or 6 round fight. I would only want to be going back for title fights. And let's just say now, right? Over 4 or 6 rounds, I can use that and hold my own and be smart. But then after 6th and 7th round on, right? I'm 43. I can't move like I used to. Eventually, they're going to catch up with me. And if they're 23, 24, they're going to have a little bit too much energy for me. Know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's the reason why now I couldn't, man. Like I say, and I got too many other things going on in life now that I couldn't just dedicate myself just being a professional boxer full time in order to be able to make myself the best I could be. Does that make sense, brother?
Absolutely. Can't argue that at all. Mr. Stevens, do you have any more questions for our beautiful guest?
I do. I just want to say first and foremost, Jamie, you've had a hell of a career. I mean, you just reeled it off just then, but like you said, 9 amateur Welsh boxing titles, Commonwealth gold, Welsh super featherweight title, and Commonwealth professional in 2010. If you could go back and do it all again, would you?
Yeah, definitely. Man, I've had a good life. I've had loads of ups and downs, right? But and like people, because like I say, I'm quite a positive little shit. People say, "Oh, that's I say," and I always say to them, even now as things are going, life's far better, more better than it is good, right? And like, yeah, fucking hell, I've had some bumps. Well, I've had some bumps, and I've had bumps, bad bumps. And like I say, regards to, I've had bumps that sometimes people just, no, I quit. I can't do this no more. And I've had stages where I could have said, oh, fuck, I can't do this no more. Broken as fuck, yeah? But I've had loads of good times as well. And as I said earlier, didn't earn no money out of boxing. I've earned money out of working. And the reason why people notice me is because sometimes of my name, but on the other side, here's the reason why they like me is because of this. You get me? So like I say, at the end of the day, they'll have my interaction with regards to them. I get the opportunity to be able to speak to them, and then I give them what I am, positive. Like, you know what I mean? So that gives them a stage where that's helped my life by being Jamie Arthur. By being Jamie Arthur and putting everything on the line, my whole life on the line, my relationships, my family time, my health, my putting all the risk on the line in order to be the best I can be and achieving. And then the response that I get from people and the opportunity I get to be able to help people and make a difference. Damn fucking right, I do it all again for that reason.
Amazing. I think you're a true inspiration. I think you are a legend as well, and I can see why people adore and love you so much. This has been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Robert, I fucking love you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. And like I say, again, you didn't have to spend this time with me. I appreciate you, man. It's good. And hopefully, like I say, we get some this.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It'd be great. It's we're gonna drop it in a couple of weeks because Jamie's off on holiday tomorrow. So we're gonna
fair play, man. Enjoy. Where are you going?
Spain.
Oh, awesome. Last man, which part?
Murcia. I've never been there before, so should be really nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, missing kids, family?
Yeah, going with my wife, my daughter, and my dad and his wife.
Legend. Good. I hope you have an amazing time.
Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate it. Before we let you go, Jamie, do you have any plugs, social medias, websites, anything like that?
No, I think I've said everything I need to say with regards to where we are, what we do. I think, obviously, you can see my little logo over there, and that looks quite good. Yeah. Emporium, is it Emporium? How do we pronounce it? Emperor Leisure is Jamie, one of my really, really good friends. I say we do a lot of work with regards to his, he does a lot of appliances for the leisure industry, i.e. boats, campgrounds. So really good guy, give him a follow. Free Nation's really good. Like I say, I do a lot of work with them with regards to the beer side of things. And I think that's about it, my friend. Yeah.
Absolutely. Amazing. Thank you so much, man. Like, it's just
perfect.
Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Have a wonderful evening. Look after yourself.
No worries. Take care, guys.
Take care, buddy. See you later.
Take care, mate. Again, an incredible conversation. I loved this so much.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed. Jamie, again, thank you so much, man. Like, we've loved every second of it. It was truly inspirational and so much fun.
And he said some lovely words about us during it, which we really appreciate as well. So massive thank you for that as well. It means
absolutely.
It really does.
And we hope that you guys enjoyed listening to it as much as we did recording it.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people because, I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com. Mr. Stevens.
Oh, you've changed it. I was fully expecting the jingle buzz of Merry Christmas, whatever it was. Sorry, yes, sir?
It's audience participation time.
Participate, bitch!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's Participation Challenge. This week, I said, if there's two things we love in life, it's nicknames and rhyming. So this week, we ask, if every celebrity had a name like Bill Nye the Science Guy, what would they be called? What say you, Mr. Stevens? You got anything for this
I have no fucking clue. This is so difficult. I'm not going to lie to you, my friend. This is a hard one this week. Nope.
Yeah,
nothing comes to mind.
I was like, I'm not going to look it up because I've seen this on the internet where I got inspired by it. But I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to see if I can think of any myself. I got fuck all. My brain don't work that well. I got nothing. But there we are. But our friends did. We got some great answers for this. First off, we'll go with the man we normally end it with, Mr. Ryan Williams. He hasn't gone for the rhyming scheme. He's gone for a literal. I quite like these. Rob Paulson, the voices guy. Dwayne Johnson, the muscles guy. John Cena, the invisible guy. I like that one. Ryan Reynolds. This one is offensive. Ryan Reynolds, the try too hard to be funny guy. You leave Ryan Reynolds alone, you. Everyone loves Ryan Reynolds. Not fair. But yes, we got some amazing answers for this one. Phil Jolly gave us quite a few. Brian Cox, the fizz on the box. Jeremy Kyle, ain't been on for a while.
That's good.
Lorraine Kelly, total shit on telly. Matt Rose, Matthew McConaughey. All right, eh? That made me laugh. Another one for Matt Rose. This might be one of my favourites. Sean Bean, he dies on screen.
That's great. That is really good.
Fucking brilliant. Ollie Nightingale, Jonathan Ross thinks he's the boss. Leah Smith, Tom Cruise, the Scientology dude. This one really made me laugh. Zara Lavender, Kim Kardashian, famous for her. I'm not going to
Gash?
Yes.
I had to ask Keris what it was. I was like, I have no clue.
Did you not?
No. Because I thought it was her ass for some reason.
I suppose she did have that magazine cover with a giant ass on it, yeah. Graham Arnold gave us quite a few here as well. So Jackie Chan that does his own stunts man. That really made me laugh. Weird Al, the parody making pal. Like that one.
That's cool, yeah.
Snoop Dogg, the weed smelling walking fog.
Should it through?
Graham's last one. Christopher Walken, the dude that pauses while talking. That's brilliant. Oh, but this one was quite a hard one, so I didn't get that many this week. But last but not least, I had to say this one for last because this is so good that Gemma Williams literally went, I'm not even trying. This answer's too good. I posted this in another group and someone screenshotted this response and posted it there saying, this is the best thing ever. It's our favourite cheese-loving man, Adam Lancaster. Jeffrey Dahmer, People Nama. Fucking brilliant. Superb, Adam. Absolutely brilliant. You wonderful human, you.
It was great. It's quite a difficult week this week, but yeah.
It was quite a difficult one. I'm quite looking forward to next week's answers for next week's challenge. It should be an interesting one.
Is that out?
It will be after I've done this episode because I forgot to post it earlier.
Okay.
Brain was left in Spain. I've established this since I come back. I have just been a complete useless bleh since I come back.
No, you haven't. Don't be silly.
I thought you were going to say, no, haven't yours happened?
We appreciate everybody that participates in Jamie's challenge. Thank you so much for everybody that gives us answers. Sometimes, obviously, it's weird. It's weird because you can't really gauge on what people enjoy more than other things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's hard.
Sometimes we have loads where you get loads of responses and someone really. But anyway, thank you so much to everybody that participated. If you enjoy Jamie's participation challenge, Tom's journal, Callum's Treachings, the wanky shit bollocks we talked at the beginning, and the interview in the middle of all that deliciousness, then you'll enjoy the other 81 editions of Chronicles of Podcast wherever you get your podcast from, whether it be Spotify, Google, Apple, etc. and etc. You can also come to our YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Please hit that subscribe button, please. We are 6 away from 200. It'd be nice to hit the big old 200. and then move to 3, 4, 5, and then a grand, etc. And we keep going. That's the aim of the game anyway. You can find all of our interviews are on there. All of our shows are on there. You can watch our weird little faces. All of our Bloodstock live interviews are on there. All of our hashtag WBW Way Back Wednesdays are on there. Our Bloodstock vlog is on there, and our Dublin Cross vlog is on there. There is so much to come this year. I can't stress it enough. It's been a slow start, I'm not going to lie, but we have a lot in the tank. And I don't mean to be a carrot dangler. I hate being that person. But I don't want to commit to something and then it not happen. So there you go. You can also find us on Facebook at the Chronicles of Podcast. Please hit the like button, share it with all your mates, post whatever you want in the groups. Jamie, whilst you're there, where else can you find us?
You can find us in Arthur's gym, training with Jamie to be the next best boxer in Britain.
There, and on the Twitter at TCO Pod. And whilst you're in Arthur's gym, training to be the next best boxer in the world, and on the Twitter, where else can you find us?
Shuffling across the bathroom with your trousers around your ankles, going to wash your hands.
Just you then. And on the Instagram at TCO Pod. You can also find us on LinkedIn at the Chronicles of Podcast. Please come collect us on there. You can find us on TikTok at TCO Pod. Go and find Jamie's Chesney Hawks video. You can also find us on our beautifully brand spankingly sexy and gorgeous little website at www.thechroniclesofpodcast.com. All about us are on there. All of our shows and episodes are on there. And our shop is on there as well. Please get yourself some Chronicles of Podcast merchandise. You know it makes sense. You know it does. Trust me. You want to rep the brand. Follow us on the socials, get us on the old YouTube, and thank you for being here every week, enjoying your favorite podcast with your favorite people. All right.
While you're on our website, go and check out the new page for the Razor's Edge. Every interview we do for those guys will be on that page. Go check out the Razor's Edge now, the razorsedge.rocks. So many amazing interviews, articles, reviews, you name it. And of course, you get to get more of me and Tom. What more could you want in your bloody life? But before we get out of here, let's say thank you to a few of our friends. First off, it's the recent birthday boy. He provides us with every single piece of music you hear on this show, and that is the one and only, the one-man singer-songwriter, Matt Roberts. He has recently released a brand new album, Light of Day. Please go onto Spotify, wherever you get your music, go check out this album. It is absolutely superb. We can't thank Matt enough for everything he does for this show, and I hope you had a fantastic birthday, sir. Go check him out.
Happy birthday, mate.
Go check him out. All the social medias at Matt Roberts Music, and like I said, go follow him on Spotify or wherever you get your music from. And of course, we have to say a massive thank you to Mr. Braden Barry and his Stay Cozy Clothing. Head on over to www.staycozyclothing.com or download the smartphone app. There are brand new lines dropping very, very soon, and we cannot wait for you guys to see them. They are absolutely beautiful. But before there, go on there now, see whatever you like, add it to your basket, add that discount code, The Chronicles, and get 10% off your order while you're on that website. Not only can you get some amazing clothing, you can also get a gorgeous vinyl copy of Braden's latest album, Beneath the Roses. We cannot recommend this album enough. I know we will promote Braden until we're blue in the face because we absolutely love the man, but genuinely this album is one of the best, if not the best album he's done, quite frankly. It is so damn good. We cannot recommend it enough. So please go do that. And last but not least, it is the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are stamping out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere. As Tom said, we had a fantastic meeting with the foundation early on today. We are so excited. We've got some amazing news to share with you all very, very soon. I'm going to dangle a carrot now. But over the past since pretty much August last year, I've been telling you all to head over to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation website and fill in that hate crime questionnaire. That questionnaire is now coming to a close for now because we have all the information. All the information is being collated, ready to send off. But talking to the foundation, one thing that is very, very clear, 80+% of those responses all said that people weren't reporting it when people were being treated differently because of the way they dress, the music they listen to, whatever it may be. So we just want to encourage everyone out there. And it's not just you, encourage your friends, your family. If they are being targeted, they're being treated differently because of the music they listen to, the way they dress, if they're being part of the alternative lifestyle, report these incidents because it's the only way the law and police are going to know that it's happening. Please report it. If you see it happening to someone, encourage them to report it. There are websites out there like Stop Hate, True Vision, Victim Support that you can report from. Victim Support are a fantastic charity who will help you if you are struggling because of the way you're treated. They will help you with counselling. They'll help you in any way they can and help you get through this. Same way, if you need any support or advice, contact the foundation. You can contact them, inquiries@sophielancasterfoundation.com. Reach out to them. They are there for you all. We do not want to happen again what happened to Sophie. It cannot happen again. I refuse to accept that it can happen again because it shouldn't and it can't, quite frankly. As I said, we cannot wait to work the foundation for the rest of this year and beyond. But you can, if you are at the Primordial Festival at Wolverhampton next Saturday, you'll find these two handsome buggers right here representing the Sophie Lancaster Foundation Tour. If you are there, come and say hi and make sure you go check out Becky Baldwin, former guest from a few weeks ago's band Fury, because they are playing at the festival. We cannot wait to see you all there. Make sure you come and say hi to your Chronicles boys. And last but not least, massive thank you to this handsome bugger. I've bloody missed him.
Yeah, I've missed you too, brother. And same back to you. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. So I can't agree with you enough. It's great to be back. Great to be back on, and we're going to be here for every week. Every fucking week. There's no way you're getting rid of us now. Unless Jamie is on holiday again, which tends to happen around the summertime. So I'm really sorry about that. If that's the case. I'm not messing. Another great episode, Jamie. Thank you so much for being on the show this week. It's been absolutely amazing to have you on here. We're really excited for what's to come this year, and we can't wait to see you all next week for the Chronicles of Braden Barry 2. Yeah. Mr. Stay Cozy is on the show next week. It's going to be amazing. And as my massive co-host, you're an absolute hero, and I love you very much. So thank you very much. Beautiful human. I called you massive. I didn't mean to. I meant to say wonderful. Anyway.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm all worded out, mate. I'm all worded out. As for this week, we'll see you all next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.